How are you today? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fairly well. Very excited for this one.
Good stuff. We've got the fashionably Adam who's just joined us as well. How are you, Adam? You okay?
Yeah, good after, rake of abuse, but we live and learn. Yeah. I just want to first say, I'm not the admin on it, so I had to give my praise to Shreyas and Dan there for taking all that abuse.
Just to let you know, Adam, we are currently live at the moment. Just to throw
okay.
that out there. Absolutely no worries. Fashionably late, I've not a clue what's going on. Sorry.
Adam's like a toddler who's just wandered into a movie halfway through, isn't it? And just going like, what's this shit?
Yeah.
Nice to see what abuse.
Yeah. Nice to see you, chirpy Adam. Lovely to see your Irish face. Now you're back in Ireland, of course.
Yeah.
Sam, how are you today?
Yeah, not looking forward to this. This is going to be a bad time, isn't it? This is not going to be fun.
That's the spirit. Keep that spirit. I love it. Daniel, do you have any optimism about this game today? And how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yesterday I was excited, but now I'm a bit scared.
Okay. So the closer he gets to the kickoff time, you're kind of like a little bit nervous, yeah. So let's talk about the game, guys. Obviously, me and Sam were on the preview yesterday, so I want to gauge Shreyas, Dan, and Adam's thoughts mainly. But Shreyas, just talk to me about the game today. What do you expect from Liverpool at Anfield?
I think, first of all, going to Anfield, of course, they're going to be up for it. They're literally just a point off Manchester City. So this is a really, really big game for them as well if they want to make a case for the title. So I think they're going to come out with all their guns. I think it's going to be the strongest 11 that Klopp puts out there. And I think I'm going to expect a really high intensity game from Liverpool, because for them, every single game is do or die, because they are definitely going after the Premier League title. So I think it's going to be a tough one, and we have to be really careful about this Liverpool side, because they are actually performing like really, really well. I think they're on every player they have is performing to the best of his capability. So I think it's going to be a really, really tough one for us, considering how we were able to scrape off a win from Norwich as well. So going to be a really, really tough one, this one.
Yeah, me and Sam were saying on a preview last night that we conceded 2 goals to Norwich at Old Trafford. Dan, can you see in any sort of facet where we don't concede today?
No, I think we'll definitely concede. But again, even if there is any chance for us to win, I think that will be the goals will be coming out from the moments, and the way they are playing these days. It's you can see from the last game for Liverpool versus City that how good they are, and with all their players available. And when you see our side, mostly like half of the team is not available. But you can see. Both of us are playing for this. Both of us have the same situation. They also want to win each and every game, and we also want each and every game 3 points. But yeah, it's going to be a very close game, I believe, because both are having their own cause for winning this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of the form, Adam, they beat City 3-2 in the FA Cup. They drew with Benfica 3-3. Drew with City again in the league 2-2. All really good games. Beat Benfica 3-1 and then beat Watford 2-0. So they've won 3 and drawn 2, scoring 13 goals and conceding 8. And we was taking a look at the stats yesterday. Jota, Mane and Salah are all in double figures near the top of the table for top goal scorers. Obviously, Salah's at the top. And then you look at the assists, Robertson, Salah and Trent, I think, at the top as well. So I don't even know, like, in terms of individuals, how do you deal with that? Because if you shut one area down with Salah and, Trent, you've then got the left side to deal with, haven't you, Robertson and Mane?
Yep, they have quality all over the pitch, let's be honest, from attack to defence, even in midfield. I wonder if Thiago will start. He looked good in that game. Was it against City? He got man of the match, was it? I think he got man of the match.
Probably, judging by how he played. I was saying to Sam yesterday, when he takes that 60-yard ball just on his chest, takes one bounce and then like side slices the ball like 60 yards to the other side of the pitch, and it just like connects perfectly. Yeah, it was looked really good in that game.
Like us, they have a quality player who's hampered by injuries. We have Varane, they have Thiago, who we wish we could see start a lot more. But as you're saying, like if you shut them down one side, they just go to the other and they'll punish you from that side. From being at the game and seeing particularly the first goal that we conceded against Norwich, I'm really worried because our fullbacks got destroyed in that game against Norwich, the worst team in the league. And now we're up against, you could argue, the best team in the league. Like they're at toe-to-toe with City. And particularly, they're the best wide team. Like their right and left side, it's probably the best. City are better going through the middle. They're on the wings. They have the best fullbacks, best wingers in the league, hands down. So it could potentially be very nasty for us, but I'm hoping that we have something to fight for, like after what happened with Cristiano. Hopefully the team can, pull something out and give them at least something to be happy about.
Absolutely. And just on that as well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Adam. Our thoughts obviously with Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, after the tragic news that his newborn baby passed away. I think it was last night, I believe. Both Manchester United and Liverpool are going to have a minute silence or something, is it, in the 7th minute?
Yeah. Okay. There's black armbands as well they're all going to wear, like in memory of his daughter. And I think anybody who's making stuff about United, we're not going to play well on the result, not the time, mate. Not the time. Just let him focus on his family, and he'll come back when he feels up to it. So,
as United put as well, family's the most important thing at the end of the day. So sometimes you have to take human elements into consideration, of course. Let's speak about the attack, because obviously Ronaldo's not with us tonight. What do you think they're going to do, Sam? Do you think they're going to bring Rashford in? Do you think I hope it's not that false nine again with Bruno and Pogba interchanging, because that really it worked slightly against Man City, but then the other 2 games when they tried it, it was awful, absolutely awful.
Yeah, like we've seen against City and against who was it against? We did it recently.
I can't remember, but
Leicester. Is it Leicester or is it?
Probably, yeah. That was our last few games, wasn't it? I imagine.
And it just didn't work. Like it's like Bruno's not been in form anyway this season, so asking him to be pretty much a striker and shoot where he's not been great didn't work. I think I was calling for it before that game. I was like, what have we got to lose by playing Rashford up front? He's played up front before. Yeah. He scored a bunch of goals. He's not in the greatest bit of form, but maybe if he gets one, that might get him going. He might sort of start his confidence up. So we've got nothing to lose. We can't play any worse than we already have. So I'm hoping he goes with Rashford up front, but I wouldn't be surprised because we all know Ralph Rangnick likes to throw a curveball in team selections, as we've seen over the past couple of games with the Pogba and Bruno up front, and then Lindelof at right back when he had 2 fit right backs on the bench. He likes to throw weird stuff in there. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm hoping Rashford plays.
You actually want Rashford to be a number 9 through the middle?
I'd rather have that than Pogba and Bruno. I'd rather. Yeah,
I think the way I'd go about this, obviously the team lineup is going to be on about 6-7 minutes time. The way I'd want to go about this, I would play a back 5 and I would counter. I would do Ollie, I would counter attack in this game, because I think if you go toe to toe with him at Anfield and try have possession based, you saw what happened with Norwich. Norwich scored 25% of their goals this season at Old Trafford. And that's from us trying to play toe-to-toe. And we had Pogba in DM. Honestly, I don't want to see Pogba in DM again. He hasn't got the discipline. He's not quick enough in transition. Matic is much better defensive, position. I'd go with probably Matic, Lingard and Bruno, as I said. But we'll get onto that a little bit later on. Just sticking on with the midfield, Shreyas. There was this, obviously, we had this thing the past few years where everyone's moaning that...
Can I interrupt you? There's a lot of rumours about that Phil Jones is starting. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Twitter. Yeah. It's trending on Twitter.
Look at Adam's face. Look. Phil Jones is going to start. Wow.
Apparently Sancho's on the bench and Phil Jones is starting.
Oh my God.
Then it would be back 5.
So yeah, Laurie Whitwell has posted about it. Phil Jones starts. Ooh, so it seems legit.
Oh my God. Big call to bring a player in like that. Maybe it is a back 5, but yeah, Shreyas, let me we'll touch on Phil Jones as well if you want, but I just wanted to ask you about the midfield. He's obviously the past few years, within the fan base, everyone's been like, Mick Fred is shit, why are they always playing, blah, blah, blah. But for me at the minute, I actually feel like we're missing him in that midfield because we're so threadbare. I'm like, when can they get back? Especially Fred. More so Fred than McTominay, because I think Fred's done really well under Rangnick, and you notice his energy missing, don't you, in midfield? Just give us your thoughts on that, and Phil Jones whilst I very quickly get a charger because the laptop's going to die.
Right. Personally, I think that even though McFred, we all know that they don't really complement the way that we all want United to see a United midfield like we have seen over the years. But right now, I think having those alternatives would have proven much, much better rather than having nothing. Because like we saw in the last game when he went with Lingard and Bruno and Pogba, it didn't really work out because they absolutely battered us in the midfield, and that was a Norwich side. So when Matic did come on, it did look like that we were able to get some control in that midfield. But yeah, I think having Fred or McTominay does give us that opportunity to have much more energy in that midfield, even if it's for like 45 to 50 minutes. But we can actually bring on Matic after that in order to close down the game. But yeah, I think that not having those two alternatives really cuts down our options, because what we can actually do is just go for Matic and DM and play Pogba and Bruno as eights. But Matic can't really hold the game long after the 60th minute mark. So when after that minute mark passes, I don't think that Rangnick is going to have those many options. He might actually have to implement the back five because the midfield is just going to fade after the 60th minute mark. And I think that's why he's actually considering Phil Jones as well, because the last game Phil Jones he was man of the match against Wolves. And I would say that at the moment with the fit players, the fit centre backs that we have, I think Phil Jones is going to be a much better call than to go for Eric Bailly, because he hasn't had even a single minute of action since coming back from the AFCON. It's a big question mark over him as to what's going on. So I think getting Phil Jones back in, if he is fit and up for it, I think it would be good, because even when we did see him playing against Wolves, it actually looked like he cared. We could see that passion and desire in him, which we have not seen from most of our players, I would say, in quite some time. So I think Phil Jones, considering the situations that are there with the injuries and the lack of players we have, I think it's a good call to bring him up.
Yeah, I agree with that. We saw the performance he put in against Wolves. We was all raving about that. The lad was crying off the pitch because he was absolutely buzzing, and then we've just never seen him since. So maybe he's had a few little injuries we're not aware of as fans, but it'd be nice to see him come back in and just a fresh player to come into the side. Like, it's so stale at the minute. So to change it up a little bit. Sorry, go on, Sam. Yeah, carry on, Sam.
There's the rumored leak team lineup, and it's obviously not true, not confirmed by any means. But De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Jones, Maguire, Dalot at left back, Fernandes, Matic, Pogba, Rashford, Elanga. That's the rumored. So it's a back five, and then midfield three with two strikers. That's the rumored lineup. It's not been confirmed yet, but that's what everybody's saying on Twitter at the minute.
That's some pace up front.
Yeah,
to some extent that's nice, because you know that when there is a midfield of Bruno, Pogba and Matic, that's not a bit that much stabilized, because you know that when you're playing against a team like Liverpool, City or Chelsea, you know that you have to do a lot of running around here and there. And also McFred, we always we know that McFred are not the better options, but in the games such like these, we always wanted McFred to play, because you know that you need legs in the midfield. But today, when we do not have them, so definitely changing the formation would have been the only left option. So I think the style of the play would be like to just defend and seek for the moments, probably like Ole's game style.
Yeah, Ollie's back at the wheel tonight by the looks of the lineup. It's literally 60 seconds. Adam, just very quickly, if the players can't get up for this tonight, then we've got no hope at all, have we?
I don't think we have no hope anyway at all. But yeah, exactly. Like given like what's happened, what we're fighting for, it's the biggest game in the English fixture. You have to be up for it. And I'm just hoping they are. You never know; they might surprise you. I take a draw right now. Hands down, I take a draw.
Yeah, me and Sam said that in the
I'd bite your
preview as
hand
well. We
off.
said we take a dodgy VAR decision. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'll be outright about it. I will take a scruffy 1-0 or a 1-0.
I will take Rashford being offside by about 5 yards and VAR not calling it. I don't give a toss. I'll take it.
Or them getting
Just give me
someone
something to
sent
shout
off
for.
I just
Like
want to
the
see a bit
last
of
game.
passion. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The last game, we got nowhere close to them. I think Ronaldo had wasn't offside. Was it a handball? I think it was disallowed. That goal that he scored. Yeah. I just want something to shout about. Like, get at them, like, get a goal on the break. They're fighting for the title. So hit them on the counter. Like, the pressure's on them. It's not on us.
Yeah,
It's at Anfield. So get at them. Okay, so the teams are out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read through him or?
I've got him. I've got it here.
You got him.
Right. So, David De Gea in net. Wan-Bissaka right back. Jones, Lindelof, Maguire, Dalot left back. Pogba, Matic, Fernandes, Ilanga, and Rashford. It's probably going to be like a 5-3-2.
So that predicted one that guy put out pretty much spot on then, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to see the predicted lineups. Reed said, Sam. I think I've got mine.
I think I got everything apart from Dalot being left back and Jones. Jones and Dalot at left back I didn't get.
I didn't put Pogba in, and obviously I put Ronaldo in before the thing. But Sancho being dropped is a big one.
And
maybe
Tellez as well. Tellez dropped as well.
Yeah, so
I
let's
didn't think Sancho was bad against Norwich. I thought he was all right. Wasn't the worst.
No, it was okay. I think they just want that blistering pacing behind, don't they? Like Rashford and Ilanga together. When they get the moment, the transition, that them two will be key. But I actually like that. Like we were just literally discussing then. I will play a back five and hit them on the counter because you can't play like they did against Norwich at Anfield. You'll get butchered. Absolutely, it would be horrific. Like honestly,
we still might get butchered, but at least this gives us a fighting chance, so to speak.
Yeah. I remember when it happened with Ole, when we were just getting smashed off Leicester, Liverpool, and then he switched it to a back five against Spurs, didn't he? If you remember.
Yeah.
And then I think we won that game. Cavani scored. They had Cavani and Ronaldo up top. Obviously, this one now blended a lot more with youth. I like the lineup, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like I knew Wan-Bissaka would start because we were saying what we Sam in the preview, like that left hand side is having to do with Sadio Mane. And Robertson, it's going to be a difficult night for him. But the only thing I worry about is there's going to be a lot of emphasis on the wing backs. I know Dalot's played left back before for AC Milan, and he actually looked okay, especially when he played against us in the.
Shall I go through the Liverpool lineup as well?
Yeah, just give me 2 secs. And then, but Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side, he's just like offensively, he's got nothing at all. Like he's not great at going forward. So then is that bit of just like that side's just going to be nullified? It's just going to be completely dead, and we're relying on the left hand side, or it's one of them. But yeah, read Liverpool's lineup if you can, Sam.
Alisson, Trent, Matic, Van Dijk, Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Salah, Mane, and Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz starts.
Oh wow.
So,
and we were saying as well, it doesn't matter who they start. They could start Jota, Mane, Salah. They could start Jota, Salah, and another player. Like honestly, it really doesn't matter who they start because the attacking players are that good. They just fit straight into that system, and that's the difference for me, Adam. Like when you look at both teams, Liverpool, you could pretty much guess that team bar Luis Diaz. Like we said it yesterday as well, you can just guess their team. Whereas Man United, you don't have a clue. That's why there's no patterns of play. That's why there's no chemistry on the pitch. You just never know who's going to play, and that's the issue between both teams, isn't it?
Exactly. They have a team, and it's getting scary now because they also have a bit of depth in their squad. They didn't have it for a while. Last season, they were plagued with injuries, then done that run in at the end and finished third because wasn't there a talk that they weren't getting Champions League for a while? Like then they went on that run where I think they won nearly every game. Yeah. Right now, you can name their best team, and they seem to not have any injuries now. They haven't been plagued with them this season. And that's the difference between the two of us, night and day. We have a team where there's always arguments all over the pitch, whether this person should start, whether this person is good enough. If they're not,
we don't even know what formation. We don't even know what formation is our best formation. Like, we don't even know.
But that's because
we're playing 4-3-2,
the individual
5 at the back.
Sorry, the individual players are letting him down that much. He's having to chop and change it to try and get something out of him, like just out of desperation, really.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah. And then you're thinking about it. We're going to go in with a new manager who has a specific system, likes to play a certain formation, relies heavily on fitness, and our players just don't tick any of the boxes. And it's why Ralph has come out and said those comments about needing a whole revolution. Like, we need to change every position on the pitch, bar the keeper, he said. So, like, there's no time. Now is the time for no passengers. You got to step up and be counted for right now, and this is probably the best stage to do it. I know it's not going to happen, but if we walked away with a win now, can you imagine the boost that will give us?
Absolutely. Even like I was saying with Rashford, if Rashford was to get a goal in this game, just like it could do wonders for him, absolute wonders for him. So it's there for especially Elanga as well alongside him, a young player scoring at Anfield, like that could be huge for him. So yeah, a lot of these players going into this mentally, they need to. This is the big one. We've been saying all season, like, they need to stand up, they need to step up, they need to put in a performance, and they've never done it. It was awful against Everton. It was boring as fuck against Leicester. We've watched awful games. So this game now means so much to the fans and so much to obviously ourselves. We just want to see a bit of a performance. If we lose 2-1 at Anfield, there's no shame in that. If we put a decent performance in, especially the way they're playing at the minute, because every team that's going there is getting slapped. So there's no shame in it at all, but just put in a performance. I'm just seeing McTominay's on the bench as well.
He's back.
I didn't think he was fit.
No, so I think he and Varane trained, but I think only McTominay passed the fitness test. I don't think Varane passed it.
All right, okay. Yeah, we've just read out Liverpool's lineup there, Dan. Is there any weaknesses in that team, do you think? Because that is hard for me. I know it's a tough question, and I'm just thinking, like, is there anything at all you can take from it where you're like, yeah, maybe we can exploit that?
And
there isn't any. There's no weakness I can see. It all depends on us now. Yeah, it's all depends on us.
I was saying to Sam yesterday that they've conceded 8 goals in the past 5 games, to be fair. At Anfield, they'll be very attacking. So do you think that could be something, maybe a counter-attacks?
Yeah, one of the things which we can exploit is their defense when they are on an attack. You have seen that their defenders tends to be closer to the half line, and that's where you can maybe do you can counter attack, and that's why we are playing with Rashford and Elanga. At the same time, I can see that midfield which we are going with Pogba, Matic, and Bruno. If you compare when we play 4-3-3 with Pogba, Bruno, and Matic in the midfield, and now when we are playing with back 5 with the same midfield, this looks more stabilized, because now you know that the defense is more solid as compared to 4-3-3. You know that you will not leak much goals with 5 defenders there. And in midfield, you have 1 player who can defend and other 2 players who can create chances. And up top, you have 2 players, pacey players. Then definitely you will see that Pogba and Bruno making early crosses, and Rashford and Elanga. I think that was a good option. I know Sancho is in a good form, but for this particular game, we need the pace that Rashford and Elanga can provide.
And I actually think it'll help Maguire out a lot being in a back 5. Like we've always said, the reason why we signed him is because of the performances he was putting in for Leicester and England. England's obviously got a mega pragmatic sort of approach, kind of like Ollie Ball 2.0 under Southgate. So he's protected a lot in that side. And then Leicester, they play with a back 5. So you're always defending on the edge of your box. And Paul Merson, as much as I hate him as an analyst and stuff, was absolutely spot on with that. Now he's playing for United, doing an offensive. They play offensive tactically, very on the front foot, aggressively, spacing behind. It doesn't suit him at all. So you
also had world-class defender, defensive midfielder at Leicester, Kante. And then in England, we've got 2 defensive midfielders in Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, who are defensively minded as well. So,
yeah, exactly. But so I'm expecting a decent performance from him today. If I was just to throw a random call out there, because he's got the 2 centre backs either side of him, it suits him a lot more, and you don't have to worry about his pace as much. The one thing I'm looking at is Phil Jones. Like, how ready is he for this? I know he put in a really great performance against Wolves, and I was going to go to you on this, Shreyas, but Adam's got an absolute massive grin on his face. So, Phil Jones coming back into this now, Adam. What do you think? What do you think about that? It's a bit of a mad shout, isn't it?
Yeah, at the time with Wolves, we thought it was a mad shout too. We were taking the piss, and he ended up being the best player on the pitch, and he's actually, per 90 minutes, our highest rated player on SofaScore in the league. Yeah, he's right up there.
Don't look too much into that.
No.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
So he's up against probably the best attack you could argue in Europe, which is a bit of a worry. But look, if he just plays the way he played against Wolves, where he's brave, he actually plays for the badge, and you've seen how much it meant for him that time when he came off the pitch. Yeah. So to play, he loves playing, and it's sad that the amount of abuse he had to cope with. But if he can actually step up tonight, I wouldn't even mind starting him for the rest of the season if he stepped up tonight.
Yeah. Give him a chance. What an opportunity, by the way, as well. Yeah. Just to throw it, it could be kind of a game against. He could have threw him in against Norwich last week at Old Trafford. It would have been a much more comfortable game to throw someone in who hasn't played since December. But against Liverpool at Anfield, you kind of put in a lot of trust in him to perform.
Adam, do you want to call it now? 90th minute, Phil Jones winner.
Oh God, I think the top will be off.
I will shave my head live if Phil Jones scores the 90th minute winner, and I swear to God I will shave my head live. I've got a shaver in there. If he scores in 90th minute
winner or just even an equaliser.
No, a winner. It's got to be a winner.
Okay.
That's high stakes. You know what I mean?
I'm going to look up the odds of Phil Jones 90th minute winner. I'm going to look.
It will be massive.
Just see how much.
We'll get some score predictions soon. But Shreyas, Diego Dallo starting at left back. Give me your thoughts on that. He's obviously going up against Mo Salah, probably the best player in the league this season. How do you think he's going to get on?
I think it's a good call to actually go for him, because we've seen how Telles was against the likes of Riyad Mahrez the last time we saw him against a really, really good winger. And defensively, he hasn't really been that great. I do believe that going forward, he has actually been able to provide some decent crosses for us. But I think in a game like this, where you expect Liverpool to have much more of the possession, I think going for Dallo is much better, because we've seen that Dallo is capable of holding his own when it comes to his defensive work as well. And if you have to compare Dallo and Telles according to their defensive work, I would say that Dallo is much, much better.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, why over Telles? Because as a wing back, you think maybe he can get crosses into the box, but do you think that's why he's gone with it, because he's more defensively stable?
Yeah, because I think Ragnick also believes that we really don't have much going on from the fullbacks, because in this game they actually have to stay tucked in, because the moment they bomb forward and Liverpool are able to press and win the ball back, that ball is going to be on, and with Diaz being in that team as well, there's going to be blistering pace in there. So I don't think that we're going to see much attack from the fullbacks. I think it's going to be more the attack is going to be more oriented on Bruno and Pogba with their long balls, because if I think Pogba has it in his locker to actually make that long ball over the midfield, and then Rashford going for it and scoring. I think that's our best shot at actually getting a goal against them. But I still believe that our midfield really needs to be up for this, because if our midfield shuts down in this game, there's actually no chance that we are actually getting even a single goal or even create a chance against them.
I'm thinking Diego Dallo at left back, because obviously naturally he's right-footed and Mo Salah likes to cut in a lot. So I think there may be something in that where he's obviously naturally more comfortable. And if you throw Mo Salah out onto his right foot, he's obviously still decent, but there's less of a chance of him scoring. So there might be something in that. Who knows? Sam, Paul Pogba one of your favourite players starting in the midfield. Obviously, in the last game against Norwich, he was giving it all this to the fans, cupping his ear and all this kind of stuff, caused loads of controversy. Do you think he'll be committed in this game? Do you think he'll be up for it? Or do you expect more of the stud role, intercepted, Liverpool go and get a goal? What performance are you expecting from Paul Pogba today?
Yeah, it's going to be the typical Paul Pogba with it. Flashes of absolute brilliance with passes and touches and stuff, but then 75% of the rest of the time trying to put his foot on the ball, pushing people away, trying to take more time on the ball in a game, especially against Liverpool, where you ain't going to get any. You ain't going to get that time on the ball. Yeah. They're going to press, they're going to hound you, they're going to absolutely push you to the ends of the earth. So he's not going to get that time. So if he wants to affect the game, he needs to be quick on his feet, get the ball out of his feet and get the passes going, all that sort of stuff, take shots. Whatever he needs to do, that's what he needs to be doing. But yeah, I don't see much change for Pogba. I think he's a foot and a half out the door. I think the door's just like the tiniest bit of a crack left because I think that contract's still on the table. But I think he's gone. I think his mind's elsewhere. I don't think.
Do you think though? We've seen it before, and I remember the Spurs game vividly when we won 1-0. De Gea put in an absolute madness of a performance, but there was a goal when Pogba set up Rashford, and it happened quite a lot under Roller. He played that long diagonal ball, what you was talking about then, Shreyas, from like 60 yards. Rashford went in behind and scored one, and then for the rest of the game, they kind of clinged onto it. And I think that's the only blueprint I think for today. Are we going to get something out of it? I think they have to play like that, and I'm not more confident, but I'm more at ease seeing that formation because I just thought if I would have seen 4-3-3. And the exact same setup as Norwich, I would have been so pessimistic. I would have been like, right, we're fucked, we're doomed. I don't see us getting anything out of this, but you never know. Let's take it to the forward line, Dan. Marcus Rashford, as just mentioned then, and Anthony Elanga starting up top together. I don't know if they've actually played up top together. I know obviously they play as like two wingers and then a striker, but as a partnership, I don't think they've ever played together. So what are you expecting from them two?
Yeah, this stage is quite well set for them because Rashford, with his recent forms, we have seen that he is not performing well. But this stage is set for him. If he performs well, then everything will be forgiven. All the bad forms, all the bad plays he plays, he has been in the last many games. All will be forgiven if he performs well today. But yeah, we all know that the motive for both of them playing together is the only one that they will have to make the runs, and I hope that they get the runs quite well, and they have to be careful with the offsides because you know that with defense line stacked up now Pogba, we have criticized him for tracking back, but in today's game I don't think that he will be required to track back a lot because we already have 5 defenders back, and with Matic is also there, so he will have the free license to throw the crosses in for Rashford and Elanga. But at the same time, Elanga and Rashford should be on their toes to just grab the runs and just to analyze the runs quicker, because Bruno also is there to make the runs. And also I don't want Bruno to play as a striker because then that will create a big gap between the striker, between the front line and the midfielder, so that can really cause a problem. And also to add for the De Gea part, we all know that he is not good in delivering the ball. But at the same time, I think that with back five, our defense will be playing a bit back, maybe in our D, and I think that will tend De Gea to make short passes, and I never liked this idea of tiki taka in our playing in our half or in near our goal. So I would want De Gea to be a bit careful on that part also, because with the defense stacked up, we won't be seeing more long balls coming up from De Gea. So yeah, so Rashford and Elanga's pace would be key in them, key in that in this game, and this stage is set for both of them to prove to everyone that what they are capable of, and everything will be forgiven for Rashford if he scores today.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the offside thing there, because we know I think Rashford is nearly top in the Prem for most offsides in the league. I think Ronaldo's up there with him as well. And obviously Liverpool playing extremely high line. If you watch that game when they played against City, both of them are like, both defensive lines were near like the semicircle, but extremely high. So if you time your runs right, I think that's going to be the key thing with Elanga and Rashford. If they can time that curved runs or that inverted, if we had Mbappe today, for example, he would make an absolute meal out of that spacing behind.
But we all know how good Rashford is at staying onside, don't we?
Now, this is the point I'm making, that if he's going to get anything out of this game, never mind you're coming up against Virgil van Dijk and Matip, who are playing like really well at the moment anyway. But them curved runs are going to have to be absolutely spot on to get any, and then the finish as well on top of that. But Rashford for me just doesn't have the football IQ at the minute. Like, you watch him, his decision making's, that's one of his worst qualities for me with Marcus Rashford, his decision making. So
a question here, Nick. So to everyone, if you have an option to choose between Bailly and Jones, who would you be picking up?
That's a very good question, to be fair, because the thing is with them both, I'll let Sam and Shreyas speak on it in a second, but I just think they both don't play a lot of football, so it kind of be like a mixed bag either way, whichever one you go with. Like, I think we've probably seen Jones more recent than Bailly, have we?
Yeah.
When was the last time Eric Bailly? I can't really remember. So going
the
with
City
Jones,
game, I think it was the City game that we played.
Yeah,
he scored the own goal.
Yeah, and it can be erratic at times, so maybe that's why he's gone with Jones, a bit more of a staple. We know he likes to do round the world in an opposition box and drag backs and stuff, and you're just like, oh my god, he should be called Eric Blood Pressure, because he just it's not a nice watch when he's playing. So that's probably why, just because of more stability. Phil Jones is a lot more experienced in these kind of games, obviously played in a lot of them under Fergie and stuff. So that's probably why I think he's gone with them. But what do you guys think, Shreyas and Sam?
I think that personally I would have gone with Jones as well, given the circumstances, because Phil Jones has actually played in a much recent game, if I compare it to Bailly's last game for us. And he was actually man of the match in that game. And since then, he's been just dropped. I don't know if it's because of his fitness issues or something, but he didn't really get a call after that game. And we have struggled a lot as well. I mean, if you look at it that way, he should have been at least kept around the first team. I think probably given some minutes because of the performance he put in, but he wasn't. So I think that it's a good call giving him the chance. But if Bailly had been much regular with his game time, I would have gone with him, because the physicality that he brings to the game, I think in a game like this, it would have worked out really, really well. But given the circumstances, I would have gone with Jones as well.
What about you, Sam?
I think if Bailly was consistently,
I can tell by the way you're so up for this game.
Hey, I'm
slaughtering.
Every ounce of my energy is like telling me don't watch this game because it's not going to be fun. If Bailly was fit and not consistently injured, he'd be my first choice centre back, because when he's good, he's absolutely ridiculously good.
Yeah.
But I don't need a centre back who does bicycle kicks in his own box. I can't be doing it. Like, it makes me, like Nick said, it gives me anxiety watching him. It's just too much. Phil Jones, I think the time's passed. I think it's been and gone. I think good for him that he's got back in the team and he's played a couple of games. But I think his time at United's passed and he needs to sort of leave.
What if we get a similar performance to Wolves, though, Sam? If he puts in a similar shift to
great.
that,
like if he plays a couple of performances like that for the rest of the season, awesome, great. I'm happy for him. Happy that he plays well and he's got that. But I don't think he should be part of United going forward. I don't think that's the player you need to build your defense around. I'd love if Bailly was fit all the time, because I'd put him in my team anytime. I love a bit of absolute mental caseness in my team. I loved Rojo for that reason, and the Herrera for that reason. Like, shit house with him and absolute crazy people in my team. I'm all for it, but it's just a shame he can't be fit.
It's kind of like
Bailly's bicycle kick still cannot match Maguire's scorpion kick.
Right into Pogba's head.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to get they either get headbutted, because he headbutted Ronaldo, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he stood
Who's next?
And then all I can hear in my head is that Harry Maguire. That's the only thing that's
he's got a 2-foot Phil Jones and make sure he never starts again, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like, you're not taking my spot, bitch. I'm snapping you by accident.
But coming on to this personally, I would have gone with Bailly because I know that Salah and Mane are there with their pace is unmatchable to what the centre backs we have at this moment for today's game. So I will want someone in our centre back role who has the pace to just catch them. But at the same time, if you are playing back five, I think the line will be a bit closer to your goal, so that pace may not be required. But maybe in the second half when you are leading, maybe at that time you can bring in Bai and just counter defense their attack of Salah and Mane, because I think second half you'll be you may see Jota also coming in, and you have to deal his pace also.
Absolutely, Dan. I agree with you on that. We've gone through the team lineup, lads. I just want to talk to you, ask you about the managers, Rangnick versus Klopp. He obviously knows him very well. Worked with him before, kind of mentored him in a sense. So, Shreyas, are you expecting some kind of tactical masterclass here from Rangnick? What do you think?
Very honest, I think Rangnick has just gone with the best choice that he could have actually put in for this game, because even he knows that the kind of way United has been performing, like we did against Everton, Leicester, or even Norwich. I think he knows that at the back we are really, really shambolic, and coming up against a team like Liverpool, who I would say on form one of the best players in the world right now in Mo Salah. I think him going with the back five makes much sense. Rather than us going with a 4-3-3 again, because it would have been, I don't think that our team has the quality to actually go toe-to-toe with them and fight and bite for possession. So playing on the counter-attack with the kind of players we have, I think it's the best call, because we haven't really seen them putting in the work on the pitch as well. Like we've seen many players not tracking back on time, not putting in the shifts defensively, just strolling around. So I think this system would actually give those players a license as well to actually make spaces while they're roaming around as well, because with the back five, it gives you that advantage that you don't have to track back so often. So it's going to be, I think it's a mixed bag, but out of the formations that we have actually seen Rangnick playing with, I think this one would actually work well against a team like Liverpool, because he couldn't have gone with a 4-2-2 or a 4-3-3. So I think the back five with two strikers up top and three midfielders makes much more sense.
Especially not that 4-2-2. Do you remember that in the first? Yeah. Like, I would say against Palace, the first half it was incredible, but then after that, you had Norwich, Newcastle, like Wolves creating about 13 chances in the first half, and we were just like, "Whoa, stop playing! It's not working. Just change it up." Like I remember you saying, Dan, like just play a 4-3-3. Just that 4-2-2 just was getting exploited a lot. So we definitely cannot play that against Liverpool at Anfield. What are you expecting anything tactical from Rangnick today, Dan? Obviously, as we've discussed, you've got Dalot against Salah, the inverted kind of, he's more comfortable on his right hand side. You've got Wan-Bissaka and maybe Lindelof to double up on Mane or Diaz, who's in flying form at the minute. Pogba and you got Matic, who's obviously just going to sit and protect even in front of a three, and then maybe Pogba and Bruno at the odd time will have license to kind of free roam. What do you expect tactically from us today?
Yeah, I think Rangnick is up for the competition tactical wise, because I don't think he would have not thought about this tactically and made these changes and fit in those players. And that Rangnick has done this in the past as well. In the last game also, that his one substitution just changed the whole stature of the game with that Matic substitution on for Lingard, that changed the whole flow of the game. So we know that Rangnick has in him all the tactical wise, the analysis, what he does in game, decisions he made. It's way better than Oli. And at the same time, you have seen that even this formation would have been a shocker for even Klopp as well, because he till yesterday or till before this lineup, he might have been preparing for that maybe back four, and suddenly he sees that Phil Jones is on this lineup, and
Klopp shaking at the thought of playing against Phil Jones in it.
As I mentioned at the start of the show, that I was feeling confident yesterday, and today I was feeling a bit scared. But now after this lineup, I'm again feeling a bit confident, because that this formation is the best formation that we could have placed against Liverpool. So Rangnick is totally spot on, and he's up for this competition tactical wise.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, Dan. Sam, Maguire's done an interview, and there's a quote from it, so I just want to get your reaction to this. So he said, "I wouldn't be playing every game for Manchester United in the starting 11 if I'd been playing bad every game or not playing well enough. There's a reason why both managers have put me in the starting 11 every game." Just your thoughts on that, please.
I disagree.
Shocking.
That's the sweetest thing you could say.
Yeah. I think he's in the team because he cost 80 million and he's the captain. And if you drop your captain and you drop your 80 million pound asset, as the owners, you're admitting defeat and you're admitting that you got it wrong. And we all know the Glazers are never going to do that because they don't follow through on any promise or any thing that they say they do, and they'll never admit fault. So that's why he's in the team. It's not that he's played badly all the way through his United career, because he hasn't. He's played well at times. He's played decent. He's arguably been our best centre back at times. But this season, it's not been it, mate. You've been terrible this season, and it just seems to have got worse throughout the season as the season went on. So, yeah, you're in the team because you cost 80 million and you're the captain. I think there's a good defender in there, but we need to find a system that suits him. And the current system that we're playing doesn't work for him. I don't know if Ten Hag, his system is going to work for him. I don't know how he's going to adapt. I don't know if that'll work. We'll see when he comes in. But yeah, disagree with what he said there.
Keno said something on Harry Maguire. He said, "Is Harry playing for his future? He's got to do better himself. If you want to be a decent captain, you've got to be at the top of your game, and you hope the rest of them follow. He's not been good enough, and the team haven't been good enough." And that's the point in it, Shreyas. He's setting the example for these young players that are coming through. And I say it all the time on stream, and at the risk of repeating myself, these young players coming through, they're looking to whose leader is. Obviously, they see Ronaldo, they're in awe, but he's not the captain. Maguire's the one setting the standards in training every single day. And you've seen him, do you remember that? I don't know if you've seen the clip from the England training when they're doing the rondo, and it gets to Maguire and he just puts his foot on it and everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? Little things like that in training. Do you think Keno would ever do? He'd murder someone for that. So the fact he's setting the standards for these guys coming through, that for me instantly lowers their quality in terms of development, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we've seen that in a United side, we've seen how youngsters are able to actually learn from these experienced players as mentors, and we've seen that these veteran players, I would say, have a lot of impact on their development as well. And when you see the kind of players that we've got coming through our youth setup as well, when you see the likes of a Garnacho or a McNeil or Hannibal, who's been around the team so often, when they look at the side and they see that Harry Maguire is going to be captaining the side, I don't think that they see that leader in him. And even if they do, I don't think that it's that appealing, because you could see that United side and you could actually pick players who are not just better than him while they're playing, but even as a leader, they're doing much, much better. And of course, Ronaldo makes the case for it because he's practically been the best player to ever play this game. His accomplishments and his trophy case speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So I think that the captain and the person leading that locker room has a big appeal to the young players who are going to be coming up, because they know that this is the guy who we are going to be playing under, and we need to understand how he thinks and how he likes to go about the things in the locker room and on the pitch as well. And with Maguire, he doesn't really check off any of the boxes, I would say, as a captain as well, because when you see at times how we've been asleep in many of the games for 20 to 30 minutes, you would expect a captain to actually be able to actually, get some charisma and get some energy flowing into the side. And we've seen that Maguire hasn't been doing that. Bruno has been yelling all over the pitch, I would say. Even Ronaldo, at times, we've seen him trying to get the energy levels up, because even he knows how vulnerable we are during those 20 to 30 minutes. And it just hasn't been working out with a United captain like Maguire. So, yeah, I think that youth players should have a leader who they can look up to and actually learn some things off. I think Cavani was a good leader as well for the strikers who have been coming up. I think Rashford actually learned a lot from him as well. So I think that these players, they have a lot of impact, especially a captain. So we really need to change these things around, and because these things matter a lot, and we've seen how they reflect off the pitch as well. Because the captain's mentality is how the team is able to react to certain situations, and we've seen how petulant some of our players have been, and how moody they are regarding even the smallest of criticism. They don't really take it in a positive way. So it could be something that could be coming off the captain as well, because there've been a lot of rumors about Harry Maguire leaking stuff. There's been a lot this season, and I think it's a really mixed case with Maguire. But for me, he doesn't deserve to be the United captain.
We certainly need a captain's performance tonight if he's going to put in, save himself from criticism. That today's the day he needs to put in a performance. So we'll see how he gets on when we're watching the game. Shreyas, lads, I know a few years are going to get off. Me and Shreyas are going to stick around for the watch along. So I want to get your score predictions. If you want to give it, I'll go to Sam first.
Oh God!
Have you changed your mind, or
no?
With the same one?
Yeah, I think I'll just stick with getting beaten, but hopefully not battered. I'll take 3.
Is that the line of thing? Beaten but not battered.
Yeah, I don't want 4-0. I can't handle 4-0. If we do 3-1, maybe at least we score a goal. In my most optimistic of mindsets, I'd hope for a draw.
I thought
I'll take a draw.
We get beat in my most optimistic mindset. We get beat 2-0. That's what I was going to say.
I know that I'd hope for a draw, smash and grab it, get a 1-1 or something. I'll take anything at this point, but I don't see much beyond get beat.
Okay, nice. Dan, Mystic Dan, what's your prediction?
2-1 United.
2-1 United. Wow.
I think Dan needs to go to the doctors to get assessed.
Yeah. Give me a little bit of reasoning why you think we're going to win 2-1, Dan.
With that formation, I think we may still get some goals, couple of goals, and defend well. So I think it'll still be like a moment's goal. But
I'll catch you in a bit, lads.
Yeah, see you later, Sam.
Yeah. Cheers, Sam.
2-1. Wow, you shot me with that. That'll be a massive result. If we pull that off and you get that right, we're gonna have to buy you something or just do something for you. And don't forget, if Phil Jones scores a 90th minute winner, then I am shaving my head live. I promise you that. I will.
Off a bicycle kick.
Top off.
Yeah, Adam will have a stop off. I'll shave my head.
Off a bicycle kick.
Yeah, with a scorpion kick, Phil Jones. Adam, I haven't spoken too much about this game in terms of score predictions, who's going to score, all that kind of stuff. What do you think? What are you thinking? What's your thought process right now?
John O'Shea-esque Rashford shot, full force, right into Phil Jones's face and deflected in. I know.
Mate, I'll take that, mate. Absolutely, I'll take that. Yeah. I think it's just a meme of Phil Jones' head, yeah.
Honestly, the dream, but I'm going to be bold. 0-0.
0-0. So do you a boring 0-0? Or do you think there'll be opportunities at both ends?
Oh, probably opportunities at both ends. I think De Gea might have a good game, and then we might have 1 or 2, but we always miss big chances. So maybe that way, either 0-0 or 1-1. But I'm going to go with 0-0, just because there's that much build up to it. I just have a feeling that it's not going to show up. It's not going to be a classic.
But again, you take a 0-0, innit? Every day of the week. Clean sheet at Anfield and a point.
Yeah.
You take that and take a bit of momentum into the Arsenal game. So we've had, I think Sam said 4-1 to Liverpool. Adam said 0-0. Dan said 2. I think this is the most we've had separate score predictions on a thing ever. It's a proper random jukebox this. So it'd be interesting to see who gets it right. Shreyas, have you done your score prediction yet?
No.
No, sorry, go on.
Just looking at the squad again, I mean, I question, can we score? Can we defend? Can we create anything? Can we
question.
Will we have another De Gea masterclass? I don't know. But I'm gonna go 2-1 to Liverpool.
Dan's fuming.
Reality just hits me hard at times with the squad. So I mean, if Phil Jones would have been a regular starter, I would have been much more secure. But that really isn't the case, because we're actually throwing someone in after I don't know how many months of no football, and that too against a Liverpool side who actually wants to make the case for winning the title, and it's just 1 point off City, and this is going to be a big game for them. So I don't know if I would take a draw any day. I think a draw is a much bigger result than it is for them. So, but still, I think Liverpool has got this one in the bag.
I think the first 20 minutes are going to be massive in this. If we can withstand, because we know what Anfield's like on any given night, whether it's Champions League or Premier League, they are on your back. It is a hot cauldron. And if they start getting chances and Maguire starts slipping within the first 5 minutes, or even Phil Jones or Wan-Bissaka's giving the ball away, I think the point of Bruno's going to have to be much more disciplined in this game. We didn't really touch on him in the team lineup because a lot of the time it's just a given that he starts, but he's going to have to be careful, like take care of the ball a lot more, similar to how Juan Mata does when he comes on. And if he doesn't do that and keeps giving the ball away to silly transitions, then that's another point where we could then lose the game. So I'm going to go, I think we will score from a counter-attack or a corner, a set piece, something like that. But ultimately, I think Liverpool will have the best, and I think we'll get beat 3-1. I'm going with...
You see, the last time we were kind of in a position like this, it was against Chelsea. Chelsea were up there competing, kind of top of the league earlier in the season. Sancho scores a goal, 1-1. So you never know. Football's a weird game too. Like all the pressure is on them for us to win. We can expect nothing.
I'm just looking at the trio there. Like there's like a clip on the defenders there. They've got Maguire, Lindelof, and Phil Jones touching each other down, and it don't fill me with confidence at all. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go in there putting a world of performance. But them three are centre backs. They're not like, it's not like bloody Maldini, Nesta, and Baresi, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's three of them. It's like none of them have performed amazing. Lindelof's been a bit quiet in terms of his performances on the pitch. He's not necessarily done anything wrong, but he's not necessarily done anything like major. Maguire obviously has his faults, we know about that, and then Phil Jones coming back into it. Set to make fourth Premier League start since May. Does that say 2012? I hope. I hope not, because that's a long time. It was probably 2015 or something like that. But yeah, it's a really random squad. That I don't know how I feel about it. I guess time will only tell when the game actually kicks off. That's why I'm saying the first 20 minutes you'll know what way the game's going to go. Because they will be honest.
I'm glad you touched upon that Bruno Fernandes discipline, because I always believe that if Bruno Fernandes is disciplined, then the squad looks more dangerous, because you have seen when in the previous formation of 4-2-3-1, Bruno Fernandes was tend to play more up on the pitch, and that creates a gap between the striker and the midfield, as I mentioned before also. But today, if he is disciplined and stick to that mid three, then I think we can scrap a lucky winner here also, because we know that if Bruno tends to move forward, then that creates a big gap, and you know that when Pogba is left alone in the midfield, you know that he'll be easily crossed. So Bruno's discipline would be very key for this game.
Yeah, you can't be giving cheap turnovers kind of in this. You just can't allow it to happen. Got some a positive stat here for you. I don't know how much you want to read into this, but it says Ralf Rangnick has only lost twice in the 13 times he's matched up against Jurgen Klopp. So he's had his number tactically. It's obviously, it's still asking a lot. You can throw any stat at the sun, really, can't you? But it still feels like it's a very tough game to think. I'm just looking at a few updates. Rangnick on Phil Jones, he said he should be an important part of our back line. He played well in that position against Wolverhampton. Well, if you played well, then why didn't you play him again? So I don't understand. And then he says, I had to decide between him and Eric Bailly, and that's why I went for him. So what does that say? What's Eric Bailly thinking? Thinking, Phil Jones has played one game this season and he's getting in ahead of me. Penny for Bailly's thoughts. Let me get a few more updates. Just before the game starts, Shreyas, lads, you can jump in with us. Jump in on, no. Yeah. My brain's just going mad. You can jump on it with us if you want. There we go. But I wanted to do a all-time combined 11 of United and Liverpool. before the game kicks off. It's up to you lads if you want to jump on it with us, but obviously me and Shreyas are doing the watch along as well, so it'll just for the next 10-15 minutes until kickoff we can go through that. What do you reckon?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Right. Goalkeeper, all-time Liverpool 11, all-time Manchester United 11. Now obviously there's going to be a bit of bias because it's a United channel. So anyone who's commenting saying, yeah, he should have been there. Like, it's, you know, if it was a Liverpool channel, it'd probably have one United player in there or something. So let's try, be fair. I don't mind a bit of bias, but let's try it. Goalkeeper. Yeah. Who are we throwing in there? Obviously, for us, you've got the obvious ones, Peter Schmeichel, David De Gea, Edwin van der Sar. For Liverpool, you got Alisson,
Reina.
Mignolet. Mignolet, Karius. Yeah, Karius. I wish he was playing tonight.
Adrian.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there any more legendary? I feel like I'm doing him a disservice, but is there any more keepers for Liverpool?
I guess they do. I'm just forgetting the name, I guess.
Yeah. Someone jump on the Google job. Look, this is what I mean. Like, I know Liverpool up until about the early 2000s. Late 90s under Gerard Houllier, but apart from that, I can't remember any standout keeper. I'd probably say Alisson's the best one. Is it?
Dudek.
Jersey Dudek. Do you remember? Wow, do you remember him? But I won't put him in the same category as Edwin van der Sar or Peter Schmeichel.
Bruce Grobbler.
Who the fuck is that? Bruce Grobbler.
He was your man with the mustache. Remember?
No.
You don't remember him?
No.
Actually, going into keepers, it's a shame that Antonios Nicopolitis didn't play for either of us.
I know. For anyone wondering who the fuck that is a 51-year-old keeper who Shreyas got on
Zimbabwe. What?
When we did Fun with Flags. And he had to pick that keeper because he was the best of the lot. What did you think? I'm going to say Edwin van der Sar. What do you guys think?
I know you don't like Schmeichel.
No, let's not talk about Schmeichel. A little traitor.
I had to put Schmeichel in there.
Schmeichel. Wow.
Yeah, his star dive was something else. Coming out like Patrick Star like this.
Yeah. I get it. I get the reference. Shreyas, it's going to be a vote. So who do you think?
I mean, there's a lot of options with Ben Foster and Tom Heaton as well, but I think I would go with David De Gea because I think I've seen many legendary United players. I've seen Ronaldo play in, I've seen Rooney in his prime years as well. But when I actually saw David De Gea, I actually fell in love with this club because I still remember that save he pulled off against Chelsea when Juan Mata came in with that free kick and he just flied and saved that one. And for me, it's one of the most iconic saves that I've actually seen live in football. So my bias is with David De Gea, so I'm going to stick with him.
So Dan, you've got the deciding vote.
Yeah, Van der Sar.
Van der Sar, good man, good man. Right, we'll throw Van der Sar in there. Right, so we'll do a 4-3-3, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll go with that?
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go with a right back. For anyone joining, this is an all-time combined 11 of Manchester United and Liverpool. Right back, what do we think? We haven't, you got Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Right back for that. You know what? Trent. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. It's got to be Trent, isn't it?
I'm putting Gary Neville. I think in terms of consistency, there's been no better like fullback in Premier League history. I think he was just pure consistent from when he came in on day one.
I don't think in terms of talent, I don't think he's better than Trent.
No.
In terms of talent. I know I get what you're saying about the consistency and the trophies that he's won. But I think, I don't know. It's a tough one. And I bet you a lot of United fans will probably slaughter me for saying that. But what do you guys think? Shreyas, Dan?
I mean, I think Lindelof can make a case for right back as well, but you never know. I think for us, I would say Gary Neville has been one of the most consistent and I think a really, really good leader for us as well in the United shirt, even and had a really good partnership going forward with, I would say, David Beckham as well in his best years. So, but I still think that Trent, I think when it comes to like pure talent, I think Trent does surpass him in that aspect. So I'm going to go with him in this one.
So Nathaniel Klein ain't making the cut then, no? No, not making the cut. Dan, what do you think? You, again, decide and vote on this?
I think, I'll go with Arnold also.
Also, is that 2 for Gary Neville, 2 for Trent? Are we going to solve this now?
Of course.
Do you guys know what rock paper? Do you know what rock paper scissors is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So Shreyas,
Yes.
are you ready? How do you do it though? Because some people go rock paper scissors shoot, and then some people go rock paper scissors. I probably shouldn't do that.
And you have Mike also there.
Not that Mike here going like that. Rock paper. Scissors. Oh God.
No.
Oh, you got to love live streaming, haven't you? You've got to love it.
Yeah.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors, yeah. How do you do it, Shreyas?
We just go rock, paper, scissors. There's no shooting.
Right, okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors.
Scissors.
Whoa, that's well
I can't
behind.
even see it.
Yeah, we can't see yours.
That was like 3 seconds after I put mine. I know you could see it, but like, let's go. Right, you ready?
You can close your eyes.
Rock. No, he's well behind. This ain't gonna work, is it? Right.
You can close your eyes.
Paper, scissors. Yes. There we go. Right. So Trent's going in. Sorry, guys. Sorry, United fans.
Better get the stream up, actually.
Yeah. Centre backs. It's hard. This Vidic, Rio, Van Dijk,
Jamie Carragher, Maguire.
Jamie Carragher. Oh God, can you imagine Jamie
Phil
Carragher
Jones.
and Maguire together? Oh, that'd be calamity, absolute calamity. Yeah, they're your options, really, aren't they? Well, you can throw a few more over there, of course. Bruce, Palace, but so Van Dijk's in there. So you're having alongside in Vidic or Rio?
Vidic,
Adam?
Yeah.
I'm going Vidic, yeah. Best defender
I'll ask Sam to do a graphic on this as well, if you can, all the time, for after the game. Maybe might, cheer us up a little bit depending on the result. So, are you happy with that, Shreyas, Van Dijk and Vidic? I think that'd be a solid partnership, that, to be fair.
Yeah, it would have been solid, but I would still go with Foden and Vidic. I can't have Van Dijk in my team.
You'd go with who?
I'm going with Ferdinand and Vidic.
Ferdinand
and Vidic.
Oh, Ferdinand. Right. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, sorry, you've been outvoted, I think. So it's Vidic and Van Dijk. We'll go with that. Left back, interesting one.
Evra,
Robertson, Dennis Irwin.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Dennis
Any others
Irwin.
are missing? Adam's going with Dennis Irwin. Dan?
Evra,
Shreyas.
Dennis Irwin.
Ooh. I'll go with Dennis Irwin because even if it's one I said, then he'd still win the vote. So I'll go with Dennis Irwin. So Dennis Irwin at left back. So what's it? Van der Sar, Trent, Van Dijk,
Vidic,
Irwin. Midfield 3.
Pogba and Graham Souness.
Yes. Somehow I don't think that'd work.
And playing next to Pogba.
I think it's just been the semicircle just smacking each other's face in. I'm going to throw Keane in there, Roy Keane in there straight away.
Absolutely.
Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes, yeah, has to be in there. And then you've got another midfielder. Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, Fred. I'm pulling your leg.
You see, it's a weird one because I'd want to play Rooney behind the striker. I would. So in the number 10. And then maybe have... I really want to put Keane in it. For me, I have to put Gerrard in it too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because if he went into our team, he'd fit right in.
Yeah.
And he would have won a lot more. Like, he was their best player for, best part of a decade. And he was a midfielder, done everything. I think Jamie Carragher said you could play him anywhere on the pitch and he would have done a job.
Yeah, that's fair. You've got Gerrard, Scholes, and Keane. That's a pretty balanced midfield as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Shreyas?
I'm actually thinking of putting Paul Ince in there. I think he was actually a really, really decent midfielder as well.
You just don't want any Liverpool players in there at all, do you? Just doesn't want any. I get it. I understand. But Gerrard, like what he's achieved, I remember that performance in Milan when they 3-0 down.
Yeah.
That's something that I've never seen before. Obviously, you had ones like Keane and Sharin when he brought it back and scored 2 goals, but Gerrard in that final was phenomenal. And he dragged Liverpool a lot of the time on his own. So I think it's only right you put Gerrard in there before you get Scousers putting your windows. So we'll keep Gerrard in there. Front 3, Ronaldo has to be in there. 100% has to be in there.
The thing is that would you want to put Ronaldo on the left wing or a striker?
Left.
Well, for us, he was a left winger, wasn't he? So I'd say a winger. But do you agree with that, Shreyas?
Yeah, I think putting him on the left side is going to be much better, because I still think that his best years have actually come from when he played off the flank for us. I think they have to be one of the golden years of Ronaldo, I would say.
Right, and I'm just having a look at Liverpool. So Mo Salah for Liverpool, Kenny Dalglish, you've got Ian Rush, you've got Robbie Fowler, John Barnes. I know, I'm just naming him, Adam. Don't
oh, no. I just went into the stream and you should have seen the pop-up that I got. Yeah. It was quite something anyway.
Adam's internet history coming to haunt him. So what about, so we're going with Mo Salah on the right, Ronaldo on the left? What do you think? Obviously, for us, you've got Dalglish, Rooney, Cantona,
Ryan Giggs.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs. Shit, yeah. I didn't even mention him. David Beckham.
I mean, we've had.
Who'd you go with there? That's a tough. I think, look, I'm trying not to have bias, and I think what Mo Salah's done of late, I think he's been the best player in the world for the first 6 months. He has been the best player in the world. I think Beckham on the right hand side, he had that 98 World Cup where Rivaldo ended up winning a Ballon d'Or and he came second. I think it was even 98 or 99, I can't remember. Where he probably should have won the Ballon d'Or, but Rivaldo won it, I think, for Barcelona. But I think Salah has been better this season. I think just basically, obviously you've got the longevity kind of thing. I understand that, but I would put Salah on the right if I'm being completely honest. But Shreyas, Dan, Adam, what do you think?
I think this is going to be a really tough one.
Salah.
You're going with Salah as well, Dan? Yeah, so it's on you two, lads. Whatever you say, you could, yeah. We've obviously got a few minutes till kick off, so.
Could we actually throw Mark Hughes in contention as well?
You could throw Sparky in there, but in contention, you're talking about a wing, aren't you, or right wing? He was more of a forward.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to have to stick with Beckham in this one, because I still think that the ability that he had to put in crosses and his free kicks, I think it was just phenomenal to see him.
George Best.
Oh, you got George. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, then.
Oh, my God.
George Best as well. Oh, my God. Oh, you just threw a proper curveball in there. Adam, what is that who you're going with?
I have to go. One day United Trinity. You have to go. Look, Bobby Charlton, we never even said Charlton.
Oh, right, I'll throw George Best. Oh, yeah, I'll throw George Best in there. I'll throw George Best.
I gotta have my Irish Reds in there.
No, so we've got Van der Sar, Trent, Van Dijk, Vidic, Dennis Irwin, Keane, Scholes, Gerrard. Then we've got Ronaldo, Best.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going up top?
So we all agree to Best then, have we?
Yeah. You have to.
It might seem biased, but Rooney was probably one of the best players I ever seen. Like, he made me nearly fall in love with football as a kid.
Over Kenny Dalglish.
Well, yeah, United's top goal scorer. I think, does he have the most assists in
most goals for England
Premier League history?
Yeah, England's all-time top goal scorer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's throw Rooney in there then. Let's throw Wayne Rooney in there. So, our full combined all-time Liverpool and Man United 11 Liverpool fans are going to be like, are you fucking joking? But it is what it is. Van der Sar.
Fucking put your windows in, mate.
Yeah, be careful. Trent at right back, Virgil van Dijk and Vidic as a centre-back partnership. Then we've got Dennis Irwin at left back. We've got a midfield of Scholes, Keane and Gerrard. And then we've got Ronaldo, George Best and Rooney up top. That is the lineup, and that is perfect timing, lads, because the game is about to kick off. So, Dan, Adam, are you any of you stay? Are you heading off? You know, you're both heading
I'm
off.
trying to get a stream, but I'm getting some interesting pop-ups. Yeah.
Maybe I'll join you guys in the half time.
No worries, Dan.
Yeah, Dan's going to those pop-ups.
Okay, guys. Cheers.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, Dan.
Hopefully we can get something.
Yeah, Adam, you're going to be a bit behind on it though. Like if you are, you know, streaming.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're getting it up on your Sky Sports app now, aren't you?
We've actually got someone in the live chat going Rashford brace incoming.
I saw that.
Rashford brace.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, interesting. Rashford brace. I hope you're right. Kickoff about to happen now. We've got the kickoff. We're playing in the kitchen roll kit. Let's go. We've kicked off.
God damn it.
Has it kicked off on yours? On yours, Shreyas?
I don't even have a strip.
Yeah, it has. The players are warming up. Yeah, it's kicked off now.
Started quite bright. Diego Dallo left hand side. Get a throw in. Come on, United. Needs to put in a performance today. Oh, scared the life out of me. You okay?
Oh, geez, Nick, don't do me like that, please. Like, I don't have it up. I thought that was like an attack from them.
No. It was girlfriend just sat next to me now, so just like, whoa! I didn't even hear her come in. Wan-Bissaka put it straight out for a throw in. I wish I could hear the atmosphere. I've got no sound on at all.
Yeah.
No, that's a library for 80 minutes.
I need to move that over a little bit so I can see the TV. Move a chat.
I think there's just like a 5-second gap between my stream and Nick's stream.
Okay. Liverpool a bit more in possession now.
Yeah.
This one I'm saying, this first 20-minute, lads, is going to be absolutely key. Like, if they get an early goal, we are fucked, I think. Absolutely fucked.
Yeah, that'll be the, what did it call it? The floodgates open.
Oh, Phil Jones all over Mane. Love the passion. Ilanga's won it back on the left-hand side. Just cut back. Pogba tries a bit of a wonder ball. Don't know what that was. It looks as if we're trying to, as soon as we get it, like very quick tempo, straight up the pitch to exploit that spacing behind that we were saying in the preview.
I think this is our best shot at actually getting something out of this. This is the only way we can.
Aggressive on the front foot. That's what it has to be. It has to be full. But the midfielders are getting a lot of time on the ball. Like Fabinho's just received it there, just in acres of space. Yeah, that's like is that a back four? Oh no, Wan-Bissaka's pushed up quite a lot there.
Yeah.
Good header out from Lindelof, I think. But you can see Rashford and especially Rashford on the last man waiting for that transition.
They're starting to press. They're starting to use that.
Oh, jeez.
See, it's a weird shape. If you look at it, it looks like a 4-4-2 out of possession. Like Wan-Bissaka's playing as like a winger, which is strange. And then you've got obviously Elanga, Rashford up top, Bruno kind of floating, and Matic and Pogba a bit deeper. Bruno giving it away there. Nice. Go on, Rashford. Runs into a blind alley. Virgil takes it off him. What a surprise. What a surprise. Fuck me. Happens. Oh, Alisson. Jesus. Diddly-daddling with it then. You know what? We're very aggressive at the start, to be fair.
What, pressing?
Yeah, on them. As soon as you get the ball, a lot of aggression and intensity. I like it. So
Bruno actually looks really pacey today as well. For a change.
It's a bit of a change in attitude, which is that distribution, De Gea, fucking hell, man. Awful. Absolutely
Not
awful.
a problem area, though.
I just saw the clip of Maguire, Jones and Lindelof warming up again, and it just looks like they're whispering to their ears.
Nice.
We can get through this one.
In behind. Who's this now? Oh, he's not getting it. Diego Dallo. But he's a bit of a uncertainty, you know. There's a bit of I don't know what that quiff is on Bruno's forehead. It's that bit of his stuck to his head like a little jerry curl.
I mean, it's good because we definitely don't need Liverpool actually getting more comfort in this game. I think if you're actually able to keep that ball moving around, I think we'll have a good go.
I'm messing about with it a lot at the back here, Liverpool. I think it's a good platform to go off at the minute, but as I said, like one goal can just break this straight away. So it's you need to keep the structure and don't get overexcited. Look in behind now, straight away. No. Mo Salah's in, he's played it. 1-0 Liverpool, straight away.
What?
Oh, fuck off.
I don't even have a stream.
No, Diaz scored. Oh, man.
I don't think it's offside. They just basically bullied us for pace.
De Gea's complaining about something. I don't know what it is. I didn't see anything wrong with that initially. There could have been something. I don't know. But that's first 5 minutes. What did I say? The first 5 minutes within... You start off well and you can see it's like the amount of space Sadio Mane's in there. Yeah, definitely not offside. It's not. And then Salah plays it in. No, that's a goal. That I can't see anything wrong. I don't know what De Gea's moaning about. Oh, it's because Trent kicked it at De Gea. Oh, squaring up, head to head. Fucking hell. Yeah, so basically it's gone to Salah. Salah's played it into Diaz, finished it, but then on the follow-up, Trent smacked it into the net. Like right near De Gea, and De Gea's absolutely fuming about it. But look, at the end of the day, it's 1-0 down in 5 minutes, lads. And it's the exact thing that we did not want. Oh, yeah, it kicked it in his face.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a dirty wee bastard.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it back, Gary Neville.
Liverpool fans.
Look at that. Is that Harry Maguire? No, it's Lindelof.
Yeah.
You cannot do that the first 5 minutes at Anfield. That's the last thing you want.
I mean,
it's just an absolute mountain to climb now.
They just need that little alley of space because we've just seen now that they're gonna give us hell with that pace, and that's how they're
5 at the back
basically
are broken up in 5 minutes.
It's specific, like they're on the ball. They're so much better.
Yeah.
Well done, Dallo, there against Salah. That's going to be an interesting battle all night.
That's such awful defending.
Really, isn't it? Really is. And it's the pace. That's what I'm saying. Transition. That's the difference. When they get a bit of space, they exploit it and they use it well. Man United, we get it, and Rashford runs into blind alleys. That's the big difference. Quality and decision making on the ball. At the same level, same points as Arsenal now, 54 points. We've got 2 games. They've got 2 games on us. Sorry. Can't fucking believe we're 1-0 down, man, already.
Within the first 5 minutes as well.
Oh, they're doing the 7th minute, so they're all clapping for Ronaldo. Well, not clapping, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Liverpool fans are as well, in fairness, so that's nice to see. Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't even survive 7 minutes for this without conceding.
It's just it's fucking horrible, man.
I saw this one coming as well because the way we were actually putting that performance against Norwich.
Yeah, exactly. What else are you supposed to expect? Like me and Sam were saying on the preview, like we've seen this time in, week out. We saw it against Everton, who were like the most out of form team in the league, and they beat us 1-0. So
this is practically one of the best sides in the Premier League right now because they're coming off in really, really hot momentum after beating City in that FA Cup as well. So
probably the best side in the world, to be honest. At the minute, it says Lingard's getting ready already. What's going on here?
Someone must have got a knock out there.
Lingard is coming on.
I haven't noticed anyone who's moving a bit. Have you, Shreyas? Anyone
Even
moving a bit?
I haven't, but I don't understand.
Unless he's taking a centre back off.
He's going offensive.
Well, that's a bit weird to throw your game plan straight out of the way. Like, and I'm not being funny, but what's Jesse Lingard going to do coming on? Do you know what I mean? If you would have started him, fair enough for a bit of energy, but
I mean, it doesn't make sense. We are actually getting him on the 9th minute mark, even if we had to.
It's classy touch by Liverpool.
Yeah. Dallow's playing very well against Salah.
I thought he stepped up a bit early, let the runner go for the goal. Well, I know Lindelof did anyway. He got sucked in, but did he not let his man go on the left?
He's actually marking him really well as well.
Yeah.
Whenever Mo Salah is actually making
Touching tight to him, and he's not letting it in any space at all. Pogba's coming off.
Is he?
He's injured. It's saying that he's injured, but I don't know.
But that...
Yeah, he is limping, but... He's limping a bit, but...
see, that's not great either, because he was the one person who can play that passing behind. I know Bruno can do it at the odd time, but he's the one person, like, that's a massive... I know there's shit going on with him at the minute, like...
But he is probably our best shot in this game, if we actually wanted that ball in behind.
Well, we were saying one way before it, like, he's the one guy who can play that diagonal sort of... 10 minutes in, Pogba's already got off injured and we're 1-0 down. It's not a great start, is it?
It's probably something with his hamstring, I think.
The thing is, I see about this as well, if you can't have your transitional moments where you're getting in behind, there's no one to hold the play up. Rashford can't do it, Elanga can't do it. Salah's in down the side here now. I think it's gone for a corner. Goal kick. Is it goal kick or corner? Can't tell.
What minute is it actually in?
10th minute, 33 seconds or more.
For
me, it's 10 minutes, 25 seconds.
Yeah.
That'd be your stream.
Allegedly.
Yeah, alleged stream. Yeah, sorry.
Goals from corners. Liverpool have the most goals from corners this season. It's just put with.
And we must have the least.
And they've got the corner now. Good header away. Thiago on the edge of the box. Good ball. Very good ball.
You can see the United fans, like, throwing him off. United fans don't want Pogba playing.
Yeah.
It's getting toxic now, isn't it? It's getting to the end of the season. Like, they know they're going to go. And he brought Lingard on, who's been equally as bad in terms of, like, respect for the club. So both of them can go in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Like, none of them have really done anything apart from Pogba with the assist at the start of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think when I was in the ground on Saturday, I don't think I've ever seen it as toxic.
Yeah.
Just like you're not fit to wear the shirt.
Distribution again there. See that from De Gea? Just boots it straight out again. I'm sick of seeing that. Sick of seeing it. Like, people might think it's a small thing, right? But you build up, start from the back, and he keeps knocking it out of play. Oh, fucking hell, it's landing on his leg there. They're getting so much space. It's going to be a long night, this, lads.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They're looking much, much dangerous.
Maguire against Salah is not the matchup I want to see. Fabinho in the midfielders have got so much time on the ball. Bruno giving it away, the edge of the box. This is how well we know the team, right? Because everything we said before it is happening.
Yeah.
Bruno's being careless with the ball. In behind, again, misses the pass. So fucking frustrating. Here's distribution, awful. Defensive positioning, crap. That's better. Phil Jones stepping up. I like it. Lingard's just been butchered. Ref's blew for a foul. Yeah, I'm not sure where that ball's going to come in from behind now. The onus is going to be on Bruno Fernandes, really, to be pulling the strings, because there's no one else. Lingard ain't going to do it, and Matic is so deep. He's sat literally virtually in front of
Matic definitely needs to get the hold of that midfield, because right now they are just exploiting those spaces for us. Fabinho is playing so high up as well.
Yeah. I like the strikers splitting now. Elanga's keeping the width there. Have a run at him. Oh, give it away.
The win probability ratio is so...
Jeez. In behind. Good header, to be fair, from Maguire. Right, Bruno, look, he's got time on the ball now. Just keep it simple. Sometimes simplicity in football is, like, underrated.
Yeah.
Sergio Busquets is one of the best DMs in world football, and that's what he's the best at, simplicity. Oh, God.
So what minute is it in?
14th, just turned 14th now.
Okay.
Oh, Lingard's in. No. Lingard was in behind them, but Alisson rushed out. See, I've seen a few things I like from United, but I just think like confidence is shattered defensively.
Yeah.
I need a drink, so my mouth's dry as fuck.
Liverpool are actually looking much comfortable than us.
Tell you what, as well, Thiago in the first season, everyone was doubting him, weren't they? They were saying like,
Yeah.
you're not sure if he's the right fit, but in this team now, they're a bit more possession based. He's so good on the ball.
Yeah.
And I hate praising Liverpool players, but you got the likes of Trent, Robertson, Fabinho. They can all play. All of them can play. As I say, that Trent gives it away. Into Lingard. Oh, man. We keep getting so close in the final third, and then they nick it off us. Sadio Mane. As a shot, it's deflected. Oh, my God, I thought it was going in.
It's about making those half chances count.
Yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating. It's only 15 minutes, and it feels like it's been fucking 50
An hour.
Yeah.
Even when they're losing the ball, it just looks like we aren't really making the most of it on the break.
Set pieces are dangerous from as well.
Yeah.
Needs a good ball in that. Free man. Why is no one marking in there? Fucking hell, man. Just literally, they play the ball into the box. 3 guys had space then. On their own. Robertson in behind. Oh, this is going to be a tough night. Liverpool fans going absolutely mental on the sideline. I can't hear the atmosphere, but you can pretty much see it, to be honest.
Mm.
But in space, so much space. You shift it about so well. I don't know. I'm looking at the team and I don't know where the goal's going to come from. I honestly don't. Good pass again from Thiago. Well done, Elanga. Oh, give it away again. Again. Cannot keep hold of the ball. They get it and they rush it.
Yeah.
Do you know when you're on
Panic on the ball.
FIFA and you're playing against someone who's dominating you? Like, do you remember when I battered you, Adam?
Yeah.
Every time you try I'm only joking. Oh, the calamity. It's a calamity. Get it out. Fucking hell. And that you're just trying to get out of your box and you just can't because every pass you're getting, you're just rushing it. And that's gone out for a corner. Like the body, like the attitude from it. Same old shit.
The backline has got no confidence. Lindelof, Maguire, or I think Phil Jones has had a few good blocks and
he
good
looks all
clearances,
right,
but Lindelof just looks lost.
Dallo looks okay at left back.
Yeah.
But that's the only kind of like positive I can see at the minute. Confidence is so fucking low, man. This is the 3rd corner Liverpool's had.
The space there again.
It's just 17 minutes till now and we've got 3 corners already.
I suppose Lingard's showing a bit different to how he's been performing recently. Showing a bit of fucking fight in him. Well, I don't know. I think he's played Bruno a bit deeper now, so where Pogba was. And then Lingard's got a bit further ahead.
I think Bruno is practically the only one who can actually make that pass now. No one else.
We're trying to be aggressive on the front foot, but then we leave shitloads of... Oh, it's just gone for a corner. Oh, my God. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's players, man. I can't wait till the end of the fucking season, honestly. Cannot wait. Matic
doesn't seem to be at the races as well.
No, he's looking sluggish.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the Liverpool players, right? There's a lot of them are athletic, especially that front three.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're very dynamic, and they're very athletic. And the physical attributes are far superior to people like Matic, who's got grayscale legs. Oof, just over from Jordan Henderson, I think. Can't stand him either.
Sam put it right. We're drowning.
Yeah. We're drowning and we've got one armband. That's what it feels like at the minute.
The way they are going, they'll probably score off a corner right now. They're putting
That's
a lot
such
of
an easy
pressure
goal
on
there.
us.
I'm just watching their goal back now. That is such an easy goal.
Yeah.
It's a tap-in. Absolute tap-in. And there's a reason why Rangnick, I don't know if you've seen the quotes that he came out with recently, when he said that you probably need to change all the squad, including the keeper or something along the lines of that.
Well, what do you
It's
make
true.
of Ten Hag apparently wanting to strip the captaincy? Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my question is, who do you give it to? Because I don't think a lot of them are fit to wear the shirt, to be honest. I think Bruno would be a standout if he didn't have the attitude that he does. McTominay would be if he was better quality. I think he's got the right attitude, mentality and stuff, and he's 110% every game. But you go off a captain's performance and he doesn't necessarily perform to the highest level every game or on the most consistent basis. So it's who do you give it to? David De Gea, probably a shout. But then again, I don't like having keepers as captains. I prefer someone in like the middle of the park conducting the game.
Such a shit goal to concede.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
so easy.
Our defenders don't really have the pace to actually cut back in, and they basically just exploited the space.
See, this up to now, if they didn't have the goal, it's obviously very easy saying that.
Yeah.
It'd be an okay performance. Like, they've had set pieces and the odd shot from outside the box. It's not been like a thinger. But it's that at the highest level in the Premier League, that's what's going to cost you. Little moments like that, the concentration levels.
The way Matic is
possession.
going, I really don't think he'd be able to make the first half as well. He's looking really, really sluggish.
Who do we even have on the bench to replace him?
McTominay's on the bench.
McTominay's on the bench.
But you probably see him come on, to be honest. But what if we're 2-0 down or whatever, what really impact is he going to have? You know what I mean? I don't want to be pessimistic, but
I'm sure that one sub is going to be Sancho. He's definitely going to be coming on at some time.
Oh my God, that's lovely play, Salah. Oh my God, 2-0.
Was it 2? Fucking
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that was such good play as well. I'm not even gonna. The way they work that then.
Nick, as you said, 20 minutes survived the storm.
Yeah, and they've already scored 2.
They've got to.
I'm like praying it's offside, but it's definitely not offside. No,
it's not.
Absolutely not. And it's poor defending from whoever that is. If that's Diego Dallo, that is fucking. His recovery pace there is shocking.
Like I said in my prediction, 0-0. I feel like it's going to go this way.
It's just
2-0 down in 20 minutes.
They just scored that one so easily. Like it's just effortless.
That pass from Mane is fucking unreal. Unreal. It's going to be a long night, lads. I might have to put the whiskey out. I'm not even going to lie.
I don't care if we actually just put 10 people in front of the hair right now because I can't take another batter.
Look at the attitude of the players there.
Yeah.
Rashford, Bruno was just like, we fucked it. This could actually be worse than the 5-0.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could get worse than that, but they're absolutely playing us off the park.
And to be very, very honest, they haven't really actually put that much effort in both of the goals. It's just been that they've just used pace, and the second one has just been some good passes and that flying nick in. But
Rangnick looks worried.
Yeah.
They're playing 5 at the back and they're passing through it with ease,
with ease.
I mean, to be very
Alex
honest,
Ferguson's there. He's just gone to a shot of Alex Ferguson. He looks wow.
What Rangnick can actually do right now? I think this is the best he could actually go for. But
watch how toxic it gets after this when the game finishes. Honestly, you've got travelling away fans there. If they dare do what they did, the players after the Everton game when they didn't even clap him. Oh man.
Again, sloppy pass.
Lost already. I couldn't even make it to half time. Kenny Dalgley's bopping his head along, smiling. Ugh. Dan's just put, now I've become numb, don't care if it's 10-0 or 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, give it away again. They're in. Oh, that's a good tackle. Yeah. Where's the leader on this pitch? We've got, look, I'm not blaming, Maguire's not necessarily done anything like out there, like that's bad, but in games like this, you need a leader to conduct the pack. And he's just, there's no way, he's just complaining. It's just like he's fucking complaining about everything.
They've just got us passing in our whole box for most of the game right now, and we haven't been able to do that correctly as well.
They're playing with us.
Yeah.
And it feels like they haven't even upped to the gear yet.
Yeah. I don't think this is the Liverpool side. They've had 76% possession as well. So, yeah. I mean,
the difference is for me, lads, is the recruitment. We spent 130 million on Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. They spent the same amount of money on Alisson and Van Dijk. Look what they've done for them.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the bigger wage bill than them as well. These players have paid a lot more than Liverpool players.
And they spent half the money we spent on Tellez to get Andy Robertson at left back, who's one of the best left backs in the league now. And Tellez, is our second choice left back, arguably. The recruitment's just shocking.
We just need to stop offering these big wages and rewarding a load of crap. They haven't warranted these big wages at all. Like, I don't understand it. Why we're paying nearly twice as much as the other top sides.
Well, we're offering Paul Pogba twice the wage that Salah and De Bruyne is on.
Yeah, he can fuck off.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Simply not good enough. Not good enough, man. You try and get up, like, we've got, 50 odd games in a season. You try and get up for him, but when they're putting constant shit like this, it's so hard, man. It's so hard as a United fan. And you know what they're going to do after the game. They come out, they say, oh, I'm sorry, we go again, we tried hard. And I get it, you probably are. But it's, words mean nothing. Wan-Bissaka, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, man? I can't believe he cost... First of all, I can't believe he was a former winger. He used to be a winger.
Yeah.
And second of all, I can't believe we paid £50 million for him. It's just insane, man. Insane.
That was actually good play from Elanga, the way he was able to drive the ball forward.
Yeah. It's a young player at Liverpool, like, what?
Sam is saying all of us would probably play better than this lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on there? What are you doing, mate? Oh, my God, no. Oh, man, it's such a mess. He's been shit. Yeah. I don't want to hear none of these fucking people who suck ass of him saying he's amazing. I don't want to hear any of them saying that he won't have to hear for look at the defenders. Like, his distribution has been shocking. Thiago's just giving space, not one person getting near him. Oh my God, man, the football they're playing. Little one-touch dummies. Salah against Dalot. Matic.
Most of our players are actually clueless as to what to even do.
See, this is only going to get progressively worse as well, because it's naturally fitness. And you'll get a bit slower and the pace will go down. They've got the fans behind him. Fabinho's in here. To Mane. Out to Diaz on the left. Done well to contain him there, but, oh, man, this is fucking painful.
Fabinho's practically playing in our box. I mean, honestly.
That's what I mean, yeah. Like, they're playing risky. But the risk is worth the reward because they're dominating the ball. We haven't had a single shot on target, a single shot. And we've
even if we've had the ball,
even
if we have had the ball, we haven't really been able to hold it pretty much. We're basically just losing it the minute that we are able to win it back.
I've seen Brighton go to Liverpool and put in a very good performance. Yeah. So why can't we do it?
Even West
Why
Ham,
can't
I
we
would
do
say
it?
they were able to pull off a much better performance. Tottenham were able to pull off performance as well against them. So
It's because the players don't care. They just don't care.
They're
That's
giving the
it.
ball. They give the ball away again.
Yeah.
Again. We're gonna have to check the stats out half time if you can, Adam, for the possession loss.
I reckon we're not going to get a shot all game. As mad as that sounds, I don't think we're going to have a shot.
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Cameras panning to Pogba. He looks distressed. They're playing out from the back with confidence. Like, they just don't look nervous at all. And we look the polar opposite. Thiago's running things here. Oh, man, what a pass. Salah's in. 1-1, 1-1. Oh, well done, Dallo, to be fair. I think they must have had about 8 shots already, these.
yeah,
And about 5 corners. Fucking.
even Salah is able to exploit the space as well. He's just left so open.
Because they're getting
Had less
dragged
than
about.
25% possession.
Van Dijk here near the 18-yard box.
I think even more than the position, our passing accuracy is going to be disastrous.
We've booed it up. Give it straight back to him. Oh, man, they just keep recycling possession.
They're
Just
actually
staying
playing
pressure.
with us because you're seeing how high is Van Dijk playing as well.
Thiago's running it. Diaz against Lindelof. Well done, saves that Jones. Made that interception. Jones is blowing out his ass already.
Yeah.
Literally like that. 30 minutes in, Phil. You're going to be fucked.
The second
I mean,
half is going to be much more tough because these players, most of them can't keep it up for the full 90, especially Matic and Phil Jones as well. Like the way you're seeing his expressions,
Yeah.
it's going to get harder.
We've done all right on set pieces so far, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's one of them. What's Ten Hag thinking watching this? You know what I mean? Because I imagine he'll be watching this and thinking, yeah, I know I've got a job, but
He needs to revamp the squad, quite honestly.
he just needs to get rid of a lot of the players
Yeah.
that are in there. Like, why are you not catching that, De Gea? Why are you punching that?
Jeez, yeah, Phil Jones looks wrecked.
Wow, they nearly scored again then. Sadio Mane nearly scored. At this point, lads, I'm just hoping to make it to half time and it's still 2-0 to
Yeah.
them.
Tell me
That's
this,
it.
okay? I'm going to go through the team. Who stays and who goes? David De Gea, you can put question marks over him.
Especially under
Lindelof
Ten Hag.
again. Yeah. Lindelof, question marks again. Jones is gone. Harry Maguire, I have him gone. Yeah.
I have
Wan-Bissaka, gone. Paul Pogba, gone. Matic, gone. Dallo, I'd probably hold on to him. Belanga, Fernandez, probably hold on to them. And I know he hasn't done anything, he hasn't got anything, but I'd probably let Rashford go.
Corner. Sorry, I'm just yeah. He's not gonna happen all in one summer either. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a few years to get out the players. Like really get rid of. If you think, for example, if you've got rot setting in the wall, you have to clear the full wall out to get rid of it. You can't just take one brick out and expect the mold to go. You have to get rid of about 8, 9 of these players.
Dan just mentioned in the chat that Van Dijk is basically playing as a number 10, which is quite honestly.
Maguire wins the header, but no one's onto the second ball.
I don't understand why we're actually trying to build an attack from the right-hand side because we know Wan-Bissaka is just going to lose the ball whenever he's going to move forward.
Sorry to cut you in there, Shreyas. Look at that straight away, right? Alisson gets the ball, drives it straight up the pitch. They've got a 3-on-2.
Yeah.
Luckily, we get away with it. But that's the difference. Bruno on his own gets
Counter-attack. Oh, man.
gives it away.
Yeah.
They get a transition. Get up, you dick. Fabinho. Oh, he's offside. He's scored, but he's offside.
Bruno losing the ball again. It was just so nervy there.
Diaz has scored, but I'm pretty sure that's offside. I mean, at this point, it don't really fucking matter, does it? But it's not as if we're going to... It's just everyone's falling over each other and shit.
Goal difference might play a part if we even get close to top 4. You never know. So getting destroyed doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I didn't like... Do you think we're going to get top 4 after this? I thought top 4 was going in when we drew to Southampton, let alone this game. I don't see us getting anything.
We've got really tough games coming up. Really, really tough games coming up.
We've got Arsenal at the Emirates on the weekend.
Yeah. We've got Chelsea as well, back at home.
Well played, Matic. First bit of quality of seeing that. Rashford in behind. Nope, tackled. First thing I've seen where like, oh, something could happen, and it just gets shut down straight away. Don't know where Maguire's going there. Get back near that fucking 18-yard box, Maguire.
They just don't really look attached, I would say. The team, it's just fragments.
Just the first proper watch along we do, it's a slaughtering of Liverpool. Fucking hell, man. You know what? All I can do, I can smell my tea as well. I'm starving, absolutely starving.
I'm glad I was mentally prepared for this, actually.
Yeah, I am, but it still hurts. You know what I mean? Mane's in behind. Diaz. Fake shots. Yeah, offside. I don't know why it took so fucking long to call it. Touches, Thiago, yeah. Thiago's had a massive influence in this game. This is why I was discussing him so much before it. Like he's like becoming one of their most informed players at the minute. He's running things. From a technical point of view, he's Barcelona-esque, you know what I mean? It can just pull strings. Because you're so focused on trying to like keep the front three out, they'll just exploit that space then. You get the wing backs who can be just as good, whether it's shooting or creating or whatever it is. This is a feast at Anfield, this. I haven't seen Wan-Bissaka do anything.
Since he's arrived there.
Well, yeah. That as well. You know, you had the odd game where you can think against Sterling where he's played well, but
yeah.
Go on, Bruno. Nice. No. They get men straight behind the ball. There is space to exploit. Switch it. Good ball, that. Couldn't bring it down.
47 touches for Thiago. Oh. Hold the top 5 for Liverpool.
Yeah. They've got Everton next, actually. Merseyside derby. Players jogging already. Well played, Lindelof. Well played. Aggressive on the front foot there. Right, Wan-Bissaka's got the ball now. Plenty of space to run into. What does he do? Straight back to Lindelof.
Of course.
Lindelof in behind. Rashford. Go on, Rashford. Oh, it's a shit touch, man. It's a shit touch. Fucking sick of seeing that, man. I'm sick of seeing it.
One time you get behind.
Other players there. If that's Salah, Diaz or Mane, they bring that down and they score there. Fucking joke, man.
This was the golden chance we had.
The one opportunity you get. If he touches that right there, it's a goal.
It's a goal, yeah.
Fucking so frustrating, man.
You can't afford to miss these kind of opportunities.
You create exactly. You get your chances and they just don't fucking take them. I don't know what happens with Marcus Rashford either when he gets to the summer. Like, he seriously needs to have a long, hard think. You know, most United fans, Thiago playing through the lines.
He thinks he's better than this stuff.
Yeah.
Like where we are. One of the reasons we're here is because he hasn't been performing too.
Not one player on their team very rarely make a mistake on the ball.
Yeah.
All the Liverpool players are playing so freely. none of them are actually being really marked as well. They're just exploiting the spaces whenever they want.
They're so decisive. Like, the decision making spot on. Everything they do is just kills me. Absolutely kills me to see this.
Just no fight.
Especially for the fans. You think, obviously, I was born in '95, so really my era of like where I was mostly watching football was like the Moscow final with Vidic, Rio, and Ronaldo and stuff. But you've got to be thinking what the fans from like the '90s era, like my brother, for example, he was watching, he saw the treble, saw how successful we were in winning cups and Premier League titles.
To drop to this.
And then they're watching this now, away fans that have travelled, paid hard-earned money. They've been working all week looking forward to this game, massive game against Liverpool. And within the first 20 minutes, you're 2-0 down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bare minimum that these players can actually do is actually just turn up. And they can't do that right either.
No. I can see what they're going for, but they're just that they don't have the quality.
Yeah.
We really don't have the quality.
And they don't look really motivated enough as well.
Like, I think, obviously, what happened to Ronaldo, it's devastating that we didn't see that happening. Yeah. But if he was in this game, if he got that chance that Rashford got then, when he went in behind, he would have buried that. He would have brought it down, he would have buried it.
Because that wasn't even a half chance, really. That was just a one-on-one, I would say, with Alisson.
Yeah. And just to bring it to the, when he did start against City, everyone was saying, was it against City? Yeah, I think it was against City, wasn't it? When he did start, and everyone was like, how can you not start Marcus Rashford in this game, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's he thinking not being able to start? This is why. You've got your opportunity here in the biggest game of the season for United, and you can't do the basic things right. That's why he's not playing you. It's not as if we've got like a Cavani to come off the bench, because he's always injured. Who are you going to... I don't even know who's on the bench. I think some young players are on there, but...
Mata, Sancho, Henderson.
Just want to say Mata was way better when he came on for Pogba against Norwich.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mata actually takes care of the ball, but the only thing is with that, because of how physical and aggressive Liverpool play, I don't know if Mata's the right guy to bring on. Because I think if you get a transition, the last person you want running back is Juan Mata trying to defend because he's got about 2 pace. He's just showing that Rashford chance again. He's watching it, completely misses it. He gets a toe on it, but it just, Oh, man.
This is basically the difference. I mean, if you put that ball in for a Liverpool player, any of those 3 forwards, they're going to parry it.
This is annoying. I mean, there's no pressure on when they're on the ball at all, and we need the goals.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching Rashford
nice.
When they're...
Oh, sorry, Adam. The touch from Lingard there was shit.
As if I'm not even surprised. Look how fast they are on the ball. And when we get it, we're just there, sluggish, looking around.
Sluggish. The tempo they play at is unreal. Like, I really sound like I've arse licked at this, but just from a footballing perspective, right? Just from like a tactical thing, I don't want to be that guy, but you can see that there's a reason why they're near top of the league. They're still in 4 cup competitions. Yeah. Well, they've won one. Sorry, they've won the League Cup, but we are absolutely miles off this.
But this is it's just the reality check. It is like we're so far off. We need to give the new manager time to actually build his team. And 100%. Particularly build the fitness on whoever stays.
Well, you saw when Klopp came in, you had him like, the team he had at the time, he needed 4 years to get to this point now, 4 or 5 years. That's what it's going to take. That's why I'm saying, like Rangnick said, it can be done in 3 windows. Are you joking, mate? Do you not watch this team week in, week out? Yeah. Luis Diaz, tries rifling one. It's just...
This is going to be a long night.
It's going to be a very long night. To be fair, I thought they would have got a couple more by half time and it would have been a lot worse, to be honest. But
Hard times when we're 2-0 down, you're saying. I thought it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's clutching at straws, really, aren't we? You know what I mean? Rashford's gone down now.
Advantage United.
I'm running out of words to talk about Manchester United. I really am. I just don't know what to do as a fan anymore. It's just fucking. A lot of people like they can say, "Oh, get your violin out." Like you've won trophies before. At least you're not like I don't know, like a County Durham fan or something. You know what I mean? When you watch it, but this we're just going off what we used to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for having standards.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like we are used to trebles and doubles and Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, and now we're scraping the barrel to try and get top 4, and we haven't had a single shot against Liverpool
in 45 minutes.
No, just give it away straight away again. The fans are on their back as well. Every time we give the ball away, the Liverpool fans are on their back.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it doesn't really look like when you see those players actually going around the pitch, it doesn't really look like United know that they're 2 goals down.
Just damage limitation, innit?
I think I'm going to make pasta at halftime. So I'll just like turn the camera off, mute myself if you want to talk for a bit. I think Dan's coming back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Thiago has been brilliant in this game till now.
No quality on the ball at all.
I might do the same, nip downstairs very quickly. But Shreyas, have you had food? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
So Shreyas, you got to hold this ship together.
Rashford's in behind. Oh man, Alisson comes out, clears it. Half time.
Yeah, it's gonna.
That was a fucking tough half.
Could have been a 2v1 if he would have been a little lucky. I think.
Let's try and get the lads in. Don't think I've got any request off him yet. So. Yeah. I don't know. Are you going to get food now, Adam?
I'm gonna go now. Yeah, this is my stream's 30. Well, a minute behind, so I just want to see this chance where he was in behind.
Yeah, just see that 2v1 situation which could have been.
Yeah.
Rewatch this.
Like, what do you say to them players in the dressing room now? What do you say?
He starts slapping them.
Yeah. You shit. You shit. You shit. You.
Fucking pick Phil Jones up and just start swinging him around like a hammer.
Yeah.
What I'd kill for
it could have been 2-1. That a 2v1. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, if it was the other way around, De Gea would be rooted on his line.
Yeah. You know, lads, I've been on about this for fucking ages, man. Like, and I get all the praise he's getting. He's an incredible shot stopper, but his all-around game isn't good enough. It isn't good enough. Simple as that. And I actually think Ten Hag could do what Pep did with Joe Hart when he came in, because his distribution's below par. And it's not just that; it's commanding of the box. It's other things. Coming off his line. Alisson and Edison are the best at that. And Neuer sweeping.
Yeah,
that's a modern day keeper now, and De Gea doesn't do that.
No.
Bruno was quiet in that game. He played the odd decent pass. That was it. Dallow's done all right against Salah, kept him relatively quiet, but it's going to be much easier to keep someone quiet if you're in a back 5. If he was in a back 4, it'd probably be a different story.
I mean, when you are playing that back 5, you need every single one of those players to actually be in sync. And Wan-Bissaka has been pretty much invisible defensively. Going forward, he's lost the ball I don't know how many times. Lindelof has actually looked a lot, much more shaky than Maguire as well, I would say.
You think?
I think that Lindelof, I mean, the way that we were losing the ball around the box.
I agree with that.
It's a blessing that it's just 2-0, because they could have easily scored 2 or 3 more goals easily, I would say, because the way that we were passing it out, even Bruno losing the ball a couple of times around the box, they had a really, really good chance of actually making it 4-0 by halftime once again. So I would still say that I mean, when it's half time, basically just pull out 10 players and put them in front of David De Gea, because that's the best way you can actually keep the scoreline intact. I don't see a scoring. I really don't see a scoring any goals. So why not just go defensive and maintain that goal difference to actually make that take that little glimmer of hope of at least 5th position, I would say.
The Hamage limitation.
Yeah, exactly. That's the question you got to ask yourself. There's no point going, like, I know it sounds really defeatist, but there's no point going for it because you're just going to get murdered even more. So you might as well be that boxer, keep your gloves up, and just take the punches until the round's over. It's going to be a long 45 minutes now. Dan, welcome back. Yeah, no worries, Adam. Dan, welcome back to the shit show. Just if you can, give us your thoughts on that first half, and if you'd make any substitutions. I'm going to nip downstairs very quickly. So if you could talk about that, and then Shreyas speak about that as well. Literally 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was totally a bad show to watch, and I had a little hope that we'll do something good in this game, at least with the formation. I had a little hope, but after seeing the way we are playing, and you have to really appreciate the Liverpool team as a team. What they are doing right now, it just shows that how they have spent all these last years in building up a team, and now this team is unbeatable. And you've seen, I'm now when I saw Thiago playing, I was just looking back to when I think United also were looking for him. When Liverpool went for him, and he is running the show at the moment because he's doing his stuffs, and that's causing all the issues that United are facing today. But the starting 30 to 35 minutes were totally crap there, and I think we didn't have even a single touch in their box. And I think, but still, last 10 minutes were pretty decent as compared to the first 35 minutes. And Rashford had the moment of his season, and he missed it. If he would have taken it well, I think last time the similar type of situation where Lindelof, in one of the games, Lindelof gave a long pass and he controlled it pretty well and scored a goal. This was the same moment, and Rashford missed it. Now we are in a very bad state with also Pogba injured, and left with nothing at the moment. But I think that let's keep it tight. Let's not let it pass towards the embarrassment that last time we had. So let's try to reduce that embarrassment. That's all I can say at this moment.
I mean, honestly, they haven't really been playing to their full capacity either. Liverpool, when you look at that side, they're just playing effortlessly. They're just playing it out from the back. Fabinho and Van Dijk basically playing in that number 10 spot. And even except that, I mean, when you look at our bench, we haven't really got a defender either, really, who's really up to the races for coming up and actually putting up a performance. And Phil Jones, I think, who's practically been looking like a best defender right now, except I think Delo has been good, but Phil Jones has had physical presence in this game as well. But he was gasping for breath in that first half around the 30th minute mark. So I don't know till how long we are going to be able to keep this one up.
I'll tell you what, I'm just watching that goal back now, the Diaz goal. Dallow's got about as much recovery pace as a slug. Like he's so slow to react there. He's like that. It looks like he's running in slow motion. Yeah, Dan, sorry, I didn't catch your thoughts there, man. I don't want you to repeat yourself, but it's more of the same United, really, isn't it?
Yeah, from the very first minute, you can see that who is willing to get these 3 points, and the dedication level you have seen that the team, and you have seen that the Liverpool team, when you see them playing, you can just see how much efforts they have put in for the last few years, and that is now giving them the stage, and the team, the solid team that they are now, that just shows that how good they are. And I also mentioned about Thiago that he's running the show at this moment, and I think in summer even we were linked to him, and we just backed out, thinking that he was not good enough, and because of his age we didn't go for him. And now you see that he's running the show for Liverpool, and he's playing at very different level. I've seen today he's looking like a top player, and maybe this particular game he's so good, and even I'm enjoying seeing him play like that. so good he is, and just shifting the pass and shifting the play, and we are playing back five, but still you've seen that they are attacking from the wings. I'm not getting the logic about that. And when you know that you have the slow defenders, still you try to play a high line against that team. You see in the first goal when you saw all their attackers coming there, they are ahead of all our defenders. And even in couple of more moments, you see that their front three are ahead of our defenders. It's like if you see that one picture, you will get confused, like who is the defending side. And yeah, I was also mentioning about that first 35 minutes we were very, very bad, but I think the last 10 minutes was bit better as compared to the first 35 minutes. And Rashford has the chance of his season, and he missed it. If he would have scored that, it could have been a different situation right now. But yeah, with Pogba also getting injured, I don't think we have much options on the bench. Maybe Sancho was warming up. He may come on, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Sancho.
Yeah, for whom he will be replaced, because you cannot risk substituting a defender at this moment when you know that even with 5 players you are unable to defend the game.
I'd probably take a Langer off, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I know they're thinking, well, why people might be thinking, well, why not Rashford? Because I've seen Rashford get in behind. I've seen him make that runs to get there. So
making the runs,
you never know. We might get the one opportunity that he scores. So I would put Sancho and Rashford up top, to be honest. I would put Diego Dalot on the right-hand side instead of Wan-Bissaka, take Wan-Bissaka off. I'd put Telles as a left wing back to get forward a bit more. And I'd bring McTominay in for Matic, probably, just to bring that a bit more energy. Because what's the worst that can happen, lads? To be honest, we're already 2-0 down. Just bring a few subs on, try and mix it up, and try and go a different path. It would have. Look, we've been dominated, and the 2 goals, the second goal they scored was really good. It was positional sense from Dalot was bad, but it was really good pass from Mane. And even the build up before that, it was good. So it's kind of one of them where you're like, right, okay, they scored a good goal there. The first goal for me was just unforgivable. Like how easy they got in behind with Trent and Salah on the right hand side, and then just a simple pass to Diaz to finish it in the first 5 minutes. That's the goal that annoys me the most.
And the highline they are trying to play against a team like Liverpool, that doesn't make sense. And even in the last game when we were battered by final, even in that game we were trying to play a highline against this team. I'm not getting the idea what they're trying to do. When you know that your defenders are not fast enough, then keep your defense line behind and just play with that instead of risking and play a high line. You're not that team to just play a high line at this moment with against the players like Salah and Mane. Yeah, that's pretty bad there.
It just shows how big of a job Ronaldo has actually done with this squad, because 20 plus goals this season with this squad, still keeping us mathematically in a chance for top 4. I think you put Ronaldo in that Liverpool squad or Man City squad. He's practically got 35 or 40 goals by now, easily.
Sorry, I've just been giving me dinner. I'm just trying to figure. Thank you.
I'll be back.
I'm just trying to figure where place to put it. Yeah, no worries, Shreyas. Sorry, Dan. Just pop that on there. I haven't eaten since work, so it's one of them. Instead of drowning my sorrows, I'm eating in my sorrows. Right, sweet, sorted now.
It's make the difference that you can see the difference between how Liverpool are defending and how we are defending. Whenever we have the ball, you will see all the Liverpool players just pressing on each and every player, not only the one who is having the ball, but also the other options which the United player, when he has the ball, the options he has to pass, they will just block it. The Liverpool players, they will just press on all the players. But when it comes to United, when they have the ball, United are taking so much time to just close the space down. But they have each and every player of Liverpool, whenever they get the ball, they have so much space to do their stuff there. And their midfield, and Van Dijk is playing like number 10 role at this moment. And
playing like David Villa at the minute, isn't
it? Yeah, I was seeing that Van Dijk playing tiki-taka there in our half, and yeah, that's too crazy, man. It's like we are playing a half half ground play, and their defense line is in the half ground, and it's like when in a training ground you just split the ground into half and put the goal post in the half line and play there. So it's something like that only. But now last 10 minutes, I can see that something changing, and a little glimpse of hope that at least we can save that that banishment, that disgusting that we had last match final. I think we can pretty cover that one. Yeah, but I even from the bench, I don't think we can make any substitutions that could change the game at this moment, because defense, you can already see that you cannot do any change in the defense. Maybe Telles can come on, but yeah, still you can see that Van Bissaka also look very. I don't think he was up to the mark in his playing level, because we know that he is good in one-on-one defending, but in today's game, I've hardly seen him defending with that type of role. He was getting passed away by by Liverpool players very easily. So that there's.
Sorry, I'm watching Shreyas in the top corner trying to eat a crisp really quietly. He's just going like
that. Without making a sound.
But I agree with your analysis, Dan. You're absolutely spot on, mate. Until you've been paying attention to it, because everything you've been saying, I was just like, yeah. I've just seen a few clips from Thiago, then like just running the game in just absolutely running it. Like we have no midfielders like that at all. He's a typical Spanish technical midfielder. Yeah, he's so good. Like his first touch. Oh, we've got Jadon Sancho coming on.
For whom?
I wonder who's coming on for. Number Phil Jones. So he's going to a back four. Oh, that's going to be risky.
Brave.
That is very brave.
Yeah.
I think that's the wrong decision, to be honest.
I mean, practically, what can he actually even do? To be really,
I think
honest.
We was open with a back five. You go to a back four.
It hasn't really worked out. Even a back five hasn't really worked out.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. But watch, I think this will be 5-0 now, 5-6-0 by changing to a back four. He was getting. Unless Phil Jones is injured or something like that, then it'll make sense if he's picked up an injury, which wouldn't surprise me with Phil Jones, would it? Let's be honest. Yeah. But
also with the left back playing, who is the right back?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, Wan-Bissaka will be right back, won't he? And Dalot will just stay left back.
It could also have to do with the fact that Phil Jones doesn't have it in his tank to actually make it to the full 90. We were seeing that he was struggling a bit in the first half as well.
10 minutes itself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 30 minutes, he was like blowing out his ass.
Even Matic also.
Anfield's one of them.
Matic looked invisible except for the one pass he made, who was pretty much invisible in the first half.
Absolutely. Well, I thought that was Jurgen Klopp giving the referees a new armband then. It's like a ginger Jurgen Klopp. Oh man, what are we expecting from this half, lads? As it kicks off, Dan. Before you go, what are you expecting?
I'll expect us to maybe try to save the what to say?
Expecting another 45 minutes of shit, basically, aren't you? Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, just try to save the shame at the end of the match. Maybe 2-0, or maybe keep the gap similar, the goal difference, maybe of 2 goals. That would be a good, decent match for us.
Okay, Dan.
If you get 1 goal back, then I think that can turn up.
Okay, interesting. I don't think your prediction's gone down very well, has it, Dan?
Recently, it's been very bad.
Yeah. We'll chat to you after the game, yeah?
Okay, sure. Cheers.
Take care, Dan. See you in a bit.
Bye.
McTominay on the bench as well. I'm surprised McTominay hasn't come on. I mean, all the players on that bench look depressed.
Garnacho actually seems shocked.
He's like, oh my God, what's going on here? Pogba looks like he's in a daydream. It looks like he's thinking about what he's having for tea when he gets home.
Yeah. He's probably guessing, except for the money, why should I stay here?
Yeah. Oh, God. Who's joining us now? It's like a random select. Adam's back in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, lads, if you want to just talk a bit whilst I eat some food, because I'm absolutely starving.
Likewise.
thought I
Even
could
her.
go. I thought I could go without eating on this one, but the way they're playing, I had to bring something out.
Yeah, absolutely not. Sorry, guys, who's ever watching, if it's a bit of like, it's like ASMR. You just hear us all crunching. But I'm so hungry, and I'm not letting United deprive me of food, so.
I seen a stat there at halftime. It's the first time in 4 years we haven't had a shot in a single half. And the last time we ended up coming back and winning 3-2 against City.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I wonder what the odds are on that. 5,000 to 1.
Well, you won't be shaving your head now. Our hero has gone off.
Yeah.
No. There's a reason why I said it.
Mm.
I mean, now that it's a back four, it's going to be pretty much Maguire versus Mo Salah.
Mm-hmm.
So
What a joys.
This is very messy.
United are the food.
Both. This is more enjoyable than watching that shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That first 45 minutes.
Well, he's going for it. He could sit back, but he's after throwing Jadon Sancho on.
I don't like the fact that I think it's brave, but I think it's very naive as well at the same time, to be honest. Time will tell, but I think this is they're gonna score more goals with that formation. I don't trust them players. I don't trust them players in a back five, let alone a back four.
Yeah. What's pissing me off now a lot is you're seeing a lot of blame coming to Ralph Ragnick. And like, what more can he do?
yeah,
And people are saying,
Went with a
"Oh,
back
what about
five.
Ollie? What about Ollie? Blah blah blah."
he
Well-
went with the most secure formation I would say he could actually pick, and that's not worked out either.
It's depressing, honestly.
Yeah.
Best thing about tonight has been this pasta. It's actually quite good.
No, not so. One there. Yeah. Sorry, lads, won't be long. Liverpool
Right.
started off a little bit slower, aren't they?
Yeah.
Slow tempo. I think that's what they'll do now. They'll just toy with us, just pick us off.
Yeah.
I mean, if they aren't scoring goals, I would rather prefer that Aston. I mean,
Oh, put it back. Nice. Put it longer. Hey, there we go. Bit of commitment. We've got a corner. It's the most exciting thing that's happened all game.
Don't be too excited, us in corners.
Ilanga,
Maguire-
whenever
Maguire
he's
will
had
win
the
the
ball,
header.
he's looked impressive.
Yeah.
Ilanga has actually looked a bit. I think he's actually looked. A player who I would say
That
at
is a,
least he's done
that is a
something with.
fucking poor delivery, that. You get set pieces is going to be nice tackle.
Set pieces are going to be huge in this game because you
Yeah.
don't get much free opportunities to get the ball in the box. And we're wasting them.
Ref. Oh, it's getting a bit feisty now. Robertson's going mad. Maguire's kicking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the ball there. What's the issue with that, to be honest? Oh, man, I really just want to eat this, but it's so messy. I'm trying to, grab it with my fingers and it's slipping and then I'm like, oh. Honestly. I might just have to...
Like United's top four hopes.
Yeah, exactly. Slipping away. Just like me taco with your hand. I'm loving all these analogies, by the way, that you're throwing at me. I love them.
I have another good one. It's
Go on,
like,
hit me with it.
what you call it, being on the weekend, having a great time, we beat Norwich, winning 3-2, Ronaldo hat-trick. And then this shit show happens after having a bad kebab that night. Literally a shit show.
Yeah. Keep them coming.
Yeah, he's won the ball there. I don't know why he's gone mad.
Yeah.
Well, you are behind, aren't you?
Mhm.
Sky Sports on your end, Adam, must be a bit A bit slower than mine.
I'm 47-20.
They're pretty much just keeping possession now.
They don't need to go for it. They're happy with the 2-0.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll get more desperate, which will leave space in behind. Klopp knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
They still got their subs as well.
Oh, man.
They still got
I've been that guy. I've just fucking spilt it everywhere. Just look down at my jumper and just seen a massive slob of like...
That's Harry Maguire with the dribble.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm great joggers as well. This is just not going well.
Hasn't been a good night.
Oh, I spilt food on there. We're losing 2-0 to Liverpool. Oh, the food's actually really nice, but Jesse's in. No, he's not.
Yeah, I think he switched back to a 4-2-3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's playing Bruno as a deeper, I think.
Okay, so he's playing Rashford through the middle again.
Yeah. I mean, they just have a lot of space to actually play in. Any Liverpool player when they have the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Try cut a tackle shell with a spoon. Not good. I'm really struggling here. Oh my God. I'm all making a meal out of it.
I mean, just seeing you struggling as well is just really fun.
People are tuning in. It's just like the loose women. Loose women of football. Once I finish this, I'll be back in the room. I just need some food to energize myself, man.
Likewise. Can I just say what a shit show Manchester Airport is? Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's horrible in a minute. Absolutely horrible. Advise anyone flying out, Wan-Bissaka, what are you doing? You piece of shit. What was that? That was awful. They put him left back now.
I guess, yeah.
He doesn't even know where he's playing. He's just wandering into like random spaces. What are you doing? Adam, you're a bit behind. Keep an eye on Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, he's at left back now.
He steps out to try and play with it and just does a dodgy touch and gives it him straight back.
Yeah.
Rashford against Van Dijk is an absolute mismatch. Oh, Thiago. Okay, now. Well played, Dallo. Well played. I've seen Sancho doing much since he's come on. Let's just give it away. Literally just as I say that then.
Jesus, that touch from Wan-Bissaka. Just seen it. And then the touch from Salah, jeez.
I mean, this is going to be pretty much the next 45 minutes for us. Liverpool just passing the ball around, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, you ever see in The Simpsons when, let's watch some soccer, and they're just there, and he passes it back to midfield, back to the striker, and they're just there taking one step.
Cause of death, possession.
Yeah.
It's just long balls now, hitting and hoping.
Yeah. Literally De Gea there, just never even took time to look, just smacked it.
We've practically seen almost everything this season. Lindelof at right back, Wan-Bissaka at left back, Dalot at left back as well.
Has Alisson even, broke a sweat yet?
No, he hasn't really. I think the 1v2 situation that could have happened, but that was pretty easy for him as well. He just had to clear it. So
yeah.
I'm back in the room now. Oh, I needed that. Wow. It's amazing what food can do.
What was it? Tacos?
Yeah. Corn tacos, though. Right. Let's give me full attention to this now. Van Dijk can play a pass like Gerrard as well. It's actually scary. I remember the one in the Champions League to Sadio Mane against Bayern Munich that he played from like the edge of his box, and you see it from like an angle, like a bird's eye view angle, and the swerve on it, and it just lands to Mane perfectly, and he ends up scoring off it. Just like Jurgen Klopp, longest serving Premier League manager after Sean Dyche. Poor Sean Dyche. Can we have 5 seconds silence for Sean Dyche, please?
Yeah.
Starting now.
Bloody Burnley.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
It's always fucking Burnley.
I'll tell you what, Tarkowski.
Tarkowski.
Go on, Jaden. Bruno. Jaden. Oh, his first shot on target. I think that's actually our first shot on target, isn't it? And it worked a great one.
Alisson save, yeah.
I won't call it a save, mate. Just P-roll to his foot.
Yeah, it was just, he just had to
a pass to him.
Really.
Go on.
That's crazy to think Jurgen Klopp's the longest Premier League manager after Dyche leaving.
What'd you say? Sorry, I was thinking about tacos then.
I wish I had one more.
Yeah. Oh.
I know, it's actually crazy just to think that he's the longest serving Premier League manager now.
Yeah, on a budget of about £2 as well. Done a really good job, if you think about it. And they had a very minimal budget.
Look, I'm being honest, even if we had Klopp that time, I don't think we would have even been near challenging. We'd be in the same position just because the recruitment has been so bad. It's not been the manager's choices a lot of the time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like we took, a manager who wins Premier League in his first 2 years every time, wins the league within the first 2 years every time. And we turned him into nearly a loser. Look, Bruno's at his shit again, isn't he?
You say McBruno?
Oh, no. I said, isn't Bruno back to his petulant?
Yeah. The thing is, it's just the basics of football, you know. It's just passing and touching and reading the game. Like, they're not doing it right at all. Dallow's touch, Wan-Bissaka's touch. I'm going to go back and proper analyse this game, right, and take clips from it, because some shit I've seen in this from the players, it's just normal, basic shit they cannot do.
No. See,
now there's a bit of a pendulum shit. Like United, one shot on target, 2 touches in the opposition box, possession. It's still 75-25, but there's a change, but it's not like it's not much different. Do you know what I mean? First 20 minutes was all Liverpool the first half, but I don't know. I just feel like they're going to cut us open anyway, just like they're doing now.
I'm just actually really curious as to how.
Nice, go on, Ilango, send him. Good ball. Go on, Jaden. On the attack here, Jaden Sancho on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Oh. No, Trent does him. Trent wins that battle. It's unlucky that, to be fair.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's a nasty tackle, that.
Yeah.
On Ilango. I just think, look, I don't think it's going to happen, but if we get one goal back, you never know. I think the next goal is not to sound like Michael Owen, with his shit punditry, but the next goal is really going to be key, right? Really, really good. Like, obviously,
you never know. The pendulum can swing. If we got a goal back, you never know how they are. I know they're probably mentally a lot stronger than us. They are, but you never know. Like it can creep in. Like it can get to the best of players.
Sancho's actually looked a lot more involved, I think.
I'm just about to say that. And if you're going to do anything and exploit anything, it's what the fuck was that? What was that? He had a set piece. Maguire actually got in behind, and the ball just went straight to Alisson.
Oh. I'm just
You
seeing
see that?
right
Then,
now.
what
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck
just seeing
is
that right now. No one really actually made the move to attack it. It just went like, it just dipped straight into Alisson's hands.
I'm not sure how I feel about Wan-Bissaka at left back either, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, Dallow's lost it again. Nice, Elanga. Rashford. Oh my God. I'm sick of him making shit decisions. I'm sick of it. He never makes the right decision.
No,
ever.
Never. This season, I don't think he's actually made it one correct decision, has he?
Yeah, he played a pass then that wasn't even on. He tried playing him in behind, and Elanga wasn't even making the run. Shit, I've got my phone now.
He's not even making use of his pace. I think the only reason he's in the squad is because of his pace, and he isn't even able to use that.
The way we're pressing as well, we are going to tire ourselves. I'm going to call it now. In the 70th minute, 75th minute, we are going to be blowing out of our asses, and Liverpool are going to cut us open. Yeah. Guarantee it. Thank you.
They've still got Jota to come on as well, so they've got a lot more energetic legs than us.
It reminds me of Mourinho's last game.
Yeah, I remember. It's not as bad as the one under Ole at the minute. I don't want to, at the risk of getting myself clipped.
It felt like it would have been.
It felt like it would have been. I don't know. I felt like Liverpool they could have stepped on our throat a bit more, but second half, we've just kind of been like, right, we'll just be blasé with the possession and we'll cut them open when we can. A bit more of a measured approach in it.
Well, they're a team going for 4 competitions, and we're a team.
That's a good point, Adam. Yeah.
So they're kind of sitting back, preserving their fitness.
Yeah, that makes sense. 1 second, I'm just going to take this hoodie off because I'm sweating.
Oh, on the stream. Woo! I like them big. I like them chocolate.
I mean, if you're Ten Hag and you're watching this, he knows he's got to basically, he needs to basically replace 11 of these guys.
Look, by the time he's finished managing Man United, he's going to have a head full of hair. He's that stressed.
Who's that?
Ten Hag, the opposite of Bolden.
No communication there. What is he doing? Dallow's been shit, you know. I can't wait to do these ratings after this. Oh my God. Henderson is down with an injury. Oh, Maguire's kicked him off the ball, you know. Stepped right on the back of his ankle.
Yeah.
That's the first bit of fucking guts I've seen from Maguire all season. Kicking a scouse. I like it. See, in a back five, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look as... I know it's gone to a back thingy now, but for most of the game, it's been a back... Well, the first half, it was a back five, and it looks okay. And he's done okay so far. But I guarantee you'll see on Twitter and all the social media things where all the toxic people are, and they'll just go to Maguire straight away. But he actually hasn't been one of the worst. Dallow's been probably one of the worst performers on the pitch for me anyway. I don't know what you lot think.
Yeah, 100%. I fall for the goal. And, the first goal? Yeah. And then you could even argue at the second, but like he didn't obviously expect the ball to come over from Mane.
Go on. We're in Sancho. 4v3. Lingard. Rashford, Elanga. Oh, he's took a swipe at it with his opposite foot. Man.
See, they're the chances you have to make count.
This is what I'm saying. Like, they just
we've had the counter attacks and the breaks, but
and if you get that goal now, it changes the game.
Oh, go on. Oh, it's again. That last pass, man. They just can't. Yeah. But they are getting more. They're getting closer, I would say. Yeah. At the risk of again getting clipped. But nice. Jadon Sancho's been bright since he's skinned him again. Oh, he's through. Elanga. Elanga! No! Offside. Oh, man.
Oh.
That was such a chance.
Jaden's looking a lot better.
Yeah.
He skinned 2 players there. He could have sent whoever that is. I think it's Lingard on the left. He could have slid him in there, slid Elanga in. Oh, man. That's an opportunity.
I mean, just if we look at it that way, if Rashford was able to get that goal in the first half, we'd be looking at a completely different picture right now.
Oh, a bit nervy at the back, playing out for the back here, Liverpool.
Why didn't Lingard go for a shot there, just on the edge?
Just give him a goal kick there. Van Dijk's going mad. Klopp looks a bit worried. Look, I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong about not changing it to a 4 because I was just worried.
Yeah.
And obviously there's still a lot of time left in the game. But so far the change seems to look like it's made a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
We're actually creating
Sancho
chances.
has been a really, really big difference maker for us because on that left-hand side, he's actually looked so deadly. And the 2 chances that we have been able to create, it's basically because of him.
He's onside.
Klopp's going mad at the official.
Elanga's onside.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, he was onside. Why? If we finished that, even VAR would have given it.
There's no clinical, ruthless nature that,
Yeah.
missing Ronaldo, obviously, but
I'm telling you, Cristiano Ronaldo scores that.
Yeah.
yeah, Liverpool are in here. Oh no, they're not. John Henderson absolutely has just done a fucking McTominay pass there. Oh, Matic, the calmness on that ball there. Took that very well under pressure.
Yeah.
Look, this is a better second half.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Been a
better,
team in the
but
second half.
you need a goal to show for it. You can't come away from the game and be like,
We have to replace Rashford. Someone needs to come on in place of him because that right hand side is looking dead.
I bring Garnacho on.
Yeah.
Bit of pace up top.
I won't bring a young player in this game, to be honest. I just think they get battered by the fans. It'd be a real shot for confidence, I think. Rashford's got experience in these games. Just let him. He's won the ball back fair. Yes, well played, ref. Another pass.
Yeah,
where we get a transition and he fucking gives it away.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it.
And these aren't even long short passes.
Easy.
These are just short
Easy
passes. Yeah. Just playing those normal 1-2s. It's not that hard.
You cannot question after this why he's not starting the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he ever asked it, people should just tweet him, go watch that Liverpool game and what you did in possession when we got opportunities. Not to mention your touch when we get in behind and we actually create something. Like, you change that to look, I know it's a very high standard, but like a Kylian Mbappe or someone like that, they are ruthless, absolutely ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what sets apart world-class players to average.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest reasons that Real have been performing so well this season. The way Benzema and Modric are able to react in these transitions have been flawless, especially Benzema, I think.
Exactly. Jadon again against 1-on-1 against Trent. Look, I'd keep it on that side, me, because he seems to be having a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Well, would you switch Elanga and Rashford? Put Rashford out on that right side.
I don't know because he's just lost it there. Elanga, Robertson's in. He's playing Diaz on the left-hand side. Diaz plays it into Mane, and he scored 3-0.
See, and they have their first chance. First chance of the second half. They score.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
They haven't really
That's
changed the tempo,
difference.
really. They haven't even changed the tempo. It's just 2 passes and they've just scored.
One shot, that's it. That is quite literally the difference. As soon as they get in that area, all the movements then prior to when Diaz put the ball in the box, it worked. It like an effortless. I can't even speak.
Yeah.
You get a transition straight away. Robertson runs up the pitch, creates space for Diaz. Diaz takes one touch, picks Mane out near the penalty box. He finishes it with his left foot. Simple as that. Bad pass from Lindelof.
Yeah.
Very bad.
And even Maguire, I think he should have been doing better there with Mane.
All over the place defensively.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Maguire now at it.
That's the whole. That's the whole deaded, like killed out the game.
Mm-hmm. Literally, I think it is
He
their
could have
first
easily
shot.
intercepted that ball. He could have easily intercepted.
Yeah, it's their first shot.
This half, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First shot this half.
I can't even get myself wound up about it because there's expectations. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
Rashford's in. Right, come on, do something with it.
You know he won't.
He's give it away.
Yeah, of course.
He's give it away. Wow, Bruno's
He was
just
in a-
swatted the ball.
he was
Bruno's
in
just
such a
swatted
good
the ball at
position.
Fans.
He was in
They're
such a
going
good
mad.
position.
Wow, it's getting heated there. Just booted the ball
Yeah.
at the fan board. All the fans are
Yeah.
like, fuck off. Oh my God, Jota's coming on. Ugh.
They're already 3-0 up. So,
That's an aggregate, by the way, of 8-0 in 2 games now.
yeah.
Liverpool against us. We haven't scored one single goal. Lingard. Is Lingard coming off? No. I thought Lingard was coming off then. They're taking Diaz off. So that's the front three who all scored again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Salah, Diaz, and Mane. Ugh.
And they haven't even broken a sweat, really. They haven't.
No. If I'm in that United away end, I'm probably leaving now
Yeah.
just to beat the traffic.
Oh, yeah, it's pointless staying, isn't it? Like, what's... At 2-0, there was a hope. You know, we had a 20-minute patch, which Ralph will probably remind the guy, the journalist who's asking him, he'll probably go back to that and say, well, you know, we had a good 20-minute patch, but it means absolutely fuck all. You don't take chances. It means nothing. Do you think away fans are going to take that as like oh, well, yeah, I travelled to Anfield to watch the team play good for 15 minutes. Who gives a fuck about that in reality?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Rashford
There's actually a bit of arguing in the United away end.
Yeah.
Looks like stewards are trying to break up something.
Rashford
At
has been shocking
this
this
point,
game.
I'm just fucking snapping legs, to be honest.
Yeah. Rashford has been absolutely shocking this game. I mean, the kind of chances he's missed and the way he's been around that box as well, around that Liverpool box.
The way they've just played out of there with their keeper.
Yeah. It's just effortless for them at this point.
It's easy.
They're just doing it with ease, yeah. And it's not that they're doing anything really, out of the box or really anything much quality-wise. They're just pulling on those small passes and just able to perform well during their transitions because they haven't really played that high-intensity football like Liverpool actually do. Like the way they played against Man City, if they were playing like that way against us, it's not 3-0. It's going to be a completely different picture.
You know what it is? It's repetition. You can tell. They all know every single position they're going to be in when they're playing patterns.
Knock it out.
It's like watching Barcelona against fucking Accrington Stanley. Honestly. The golfing class between these two is Maguire. What is it? Just drilled it back to De Gea. What are you doing? And now they give it out for throwing. Oh, he's managed just to keep it in, but they've got another attack now off this. So poor on the ball. So poor. And I know exactly when Ralph came out the other day and he said we need more technical players rather than he said more athletic or they're in. Salah. No, got it back. Sancho on the transition. But I was disagreeing with Ralph he was saying we need more athletic players rather than technical players. We ain't even got technical players either.
Yeah.
Like, that's nice from Rashford. That's the player I know. I don't know what's just happened there. It just kind of fell over. Has he got a corner out of it? Trent, goal kick.
Goal kick.
Yeah, Trent smiling.
Yeah. I mean, I still remember that goal Rashford actually scored against when he absolutely skinned Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
And he went in.
He's shattered a confidence. And you know what? His commitment levels are there. He's actually trying this game. There's a lot of games I've seen him where he's not putting in the work. He's putting in the work. It's just the quality on the other side. And I think same with Elanga. Elanga's, he's putting in work, but his quality necessarily hasn't been there. A few times he's given it away. Oh, they're in. Jota's got it on the byline.
Yeah.
Mane. Good tackle, whoever that was. They get it back. Now they're on the transition. Lingard, what are you going to do with it? Gives it to Lango. Liverpool fans going mad because Robertson's just absolutely crunched him. Oh, man. I feel like I'm going to come away from this game now and be like, well, at least we get beat 5-0. If it stays like this, of course. That's the only thing I'm hoping for now. It just doesn't turn into
just protect the goal difference at this point. That's the only thing that really matters now.
Wan-Bissaka's actually looked all right at left back, you know. He looks better at left back than he has fucking right back.
It's good that he hasn't really been going forward that much, because in the first half when he was doing that, he was all over the place.
It's the first time I see us play out of the press. One touch passing. Where's that been all game? Go on, Ilanga. No, Alisson's out. Sweeper keeper. Straight to the left back. It's honestly everything they do is just effortless. Walk in the park for them now. It's fucking. They're on flight mode, mate. They are on flight mode. They're like a Tesla. Just automatic. Get to the end of the game. What's happened as well, by the way, to Bruno Fernandes?
He's practically invisible.
What's happened to him?
What's happened to Manchester United?
Because even when we was playing shit, he'd always get an assist or a goal.
Yeah.
And he can't even do that now. He's
you see our front line are doing nothing, though. They don't make runs, they don't do anything, and he doesn't have the opportunity then to make the pass.
I can really see we're trying. I don't think commitment's been an issue in this, if I'm being honest. But they're not good enough. The players are just really not good enough.
Maybe the players took to heart what Ralph said, saying that every position needs to be improved on.
Well, if that's what it takes to get a reaction out of him, it's just like...
Exactly. I mean...
Mane in the box. Trent's in. Good tackle. Sancho back. Sancho's actually brought quite a lot of quality.
Yeah.
Good ball from Bruno. Sancho's in. Very good pass. Sancho. Oh, that is poor.
Yeah.
That is so poor. Do you know what the thing is? We're actually getting into decent positions, you know.
Yeah.
And just being wasteful. Just not doing anything with it at all.
And well, look how clinical they've been.
This second half, we've really got into good positions.
We just wasted them.
Goals in the 76th to 90th plus minutes. Liverpool first with 18 goals scored, and they've conceded the least too.
Oh, Maguire just fell on his ass.
Memes incoming.
That's better, Bruno. Going mad at the ref. No surprise there. Just get on with the game. He's not blew his fucking whistle. Get on with the game. But he's busy talking to the ref. Just fucking play on. Spends half his time moaning to the ref. I wish it was a stat. Minutes recorded, so how much time he's fucking moaning. Oh, Trent's free there, in behind. Can't wait for the quotes to come out after this game.
They're just playing us off the park now.
We go again. Happy FC. Look what we scored in training. Can't wait.
I mean, what now I don't know what they have actually got to put out after this game. Manager done.
Eric Ten Hag. That's it. The announcement. That's what they're doing.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, of course.
Or Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said this to Sam on Monday, even before Fabrizio came out with this tweet, which obviously isn't the official announcement.
Mm-hmm.
But I said Wednesday they'll probably drop it after we get slaughtered by Liverpool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they'll announce it officially, but still.
I won't forget about this. I'll remember
Yeah.
everything in this game. I don't get how you can come away from a game 3-0 thinking, wow, at least we didn't get battered 6-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's hope the scoreline stays intact.
Oh, that's a beautiful switch of play. Robertson's in. Sadio Mane, edge of the box. Matic struggling. Oh, they're in. Robertson. Good tackle from Dalot, I think. Matic just isn't, he's not got the mobility at all, has he? He might as well have a Zimmer frame in front of him or a fucking walking stick on that pitch. He's struggling to get back there to cover.
Yeah.
If Dalot doesn't block that as well, Salah's definitely in there for a goal. Thiago's coming off. What a player. Probably man of the match for me, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
He's run that game. And that's the difference in midfield. They've got Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson. And their midfield don't get praised enough.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about the attack and the defence. But their midfield is the glue between both of them, and they work like absolute dogs to get the ball back.
It's just been an example of how good their recruiting side has been and how bad ours has been, because they went in for Thiago, we went in for Donny van de Beek, and honestly, we didn't really give him a minute to actually play, to be really, really honest. Now he's gone off to Everton.
Yeah, Naby Keita. Got a set piece. Oh, it's gone straight through.
It's 2022, and we're starting Matic and we're starting Phil Jones.
Yeah.
And we've spent
Rashford 1v1 versus Henderson. Go straight back to Wan-Bissaka.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to cut you in there, Adam.
You're all right. Not surprised. It's
Man, Rashford, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford, man, he's just...
If this was last season, he would have probably ran off till the flagpole and actually built it across him.
I'm not even joking here, but I think he's appeared in more TV commercials than he has goals this season, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Got 4 goals this season.
Yeah.
Elanga's off, Rashford's off. Poor shot, snatches at it. They're going to get dogs abuse at the end of this game.
You know what? Also, there's a connection between the squad and the team and the supporters at Liverpool. And there's just no connection with this United team with any United fan. Like how you can praise any of them.
Rangnick's going. That's the first time I've seen Rangnick going mental on that sideline after their third goal.
Yeah.
Screaming.
I mean, seeing that again. I mean, I'm just seeing Maguire seeing the ball coming in.
Do you know why? Because his reputation before he got to United, he was like this German professor of football.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to leave United after 6 months' time looking like Ole.
Yeah.
It's the players. Got United fans leaving. Fuming. Absolutely, and rightfully so.
I mean, even now, if you see Naby Keita in their midfield, you see a player who fits the system of the manager. And
sorry, just back at the Rashford chance.
I mean, we don't have system players either, to be really honest.
We don't have players.
It just looks like they've got, sometimes when you're in 5-a-side with your mates and you ring up people last minute and you're like, can you play? And like, I can do, but last time I played was for a pub league in about 6 years ago. And like, it's all right, don't worry about it. We'll just throw you right back to me. That's what it looks like we've done. It's just like we've got a bunch of mates together, threw them on the pitch and just said, go mad. Because as I always say, we've got players, right, from when David Moyes was here, when Van Gaal was here, when Mourinho was here, when Ole was here. And it's a bunch of individual players that were brought in for a different system under all these different managers. And that's why they can't all sing for the same hymn sheet. Yeah. Because they're just tactically, they're not together at all on the pitch. Like I said, with Klopp's teams and Pep's teams, they have 8, 9, 10 players in that team that they've all signed. Look at Hannibal's coming on.
Why not? Give a youngster a chance.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. But Klopp's team, that is a Klopp team. You can see everybody plays for him. They believe in his philosophy. and all of them are
Mhm.
literally doing the instruction to the point. Our team's kind of like, you see little tiny glimpses of what Rangnick wants to do, but they just can't take it out onto the pitch and deliver it. Dalot's played the ball no.
I just want to say too, like Ralph came in and we were sold this about Gegenpress and whatever, but we've seen not one element of it.
Well, the first
So
half
the
of
players
Palace, that was
haven't-
it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. The players just haven't adapted, and he's had to chop and change because of the players. And he shouldn't have to. He just doesn't have the quality there. He doesn't. And you pointed it out. His reputation is going to be up in the air after this. But I think the only really saving grace he has is he knows what fucking players need to fuck off.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
When Ten Hag comes in,
Mhm.
oh, Maguire, what is that? Throwing him under a bus there. Just floated it to Maybury. Oh, they're in behind now. Salah dinked it 4-0. Harry Maguire throwing Hannibal under the bus there. Watch what happens here, Adam.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a bit behind. Fucking Maguire. I know Maybury lost it with the pass, but he threw him under the bus there under pressure. 4-0. That is awful. That is awful. Why would you play that pass there? And he steps. Oh, man.
Let me see now.
This is a guy who's 80 million. I don't want to make it the Maguire show. And I was saying in the first half, he's played all right. This is what happens. You play him in a back four, he gets exposed.
I'm just watching him on the ball here.
This guy's floating it. Whilst there's a player running at Hannibal.
What a hair. He could have. That's bad for Maguire taking that step up too.
Can we just end the game now, please? Just.
Yeah.
We've had to watch nearly 2 5-0 slappings off Liverpool this season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the second half,
double figures against us.
Maguire has practically just been a spectator. He's just seen the ball go around him.
This is fucking embarrassing. You never hear the end of this from the Scousers either. Never hear the end of it. 9-0 on aggregate in the league in 2 games.
Yeah.
Maybury's actually, look, he's putting in fucking work, sprinting about everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah.
Like the only one trying.
Thing is, Salah knows what he's doing there. He's trying to lob it. I know it took a deflection, but he's going for that lob.
Come on, Sancho. I just want to see a goal. I couldn't give a bollocks about the rest of it.
Again,
Lingard's lost it.
Again, their second shot on target. Second half.
That is just sloppy. That is just sloppy from Lingard, honestly.
They're in again. Very nearly scored.
I wouldn't mind. Salah had a really bad goal scoring record against us for a while.
I mean,
yeah, well, he's brought that now.
Mm-hmm.
What's Rashford going to do here? Bet he gives it away. Bet you he gives it away. Yeah. Straight to their fucking player. Straight to their player. How many times? How many times is he going to do that? Please, someone who's watching or who watches later on or whatever, just get a clip of how many times he gives the ball away. Please. I beg someone to do a montage of it.
Can I get the statistics up for the amount of times losing possession?
Yeah. Just get the general ones if you can as well, Adam. I'll do like a quick match review after this, if that's all right with you.
I mean, once again, Nick over there, it's not a difficult pass. It's just a short pass that he has to play. And the guy is in and he's... But
yeah.
Oh, it's a nasty. It studded him right on the back of his leg there.
Yeah.
A yellow? Oh, no, was that Bruno who got booked? Oh, that's a nasty... Yeah. He's just been booked as well. Milner be giving him shit. James Milner going mad.
That's shocking. I'm after just seeing that what Rashford done.
Yeah. At this level, you don't really expect to misplace passes at that position, and it's a really easy pass to play.
You know, it's such a United thing to bring Bruno Fernandes in. Have such a good season, breaking Lampard's record and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just turning him into an average player. It just looks like a bang average player now.
I just noticed this. The ref have like tape on his face.
On his arm, innit? Is it on his face?
On his face, yeah. Holding the mic
I've not
down.
noticed that. It's funny that. Improvisation at its best. Kind of like what United's tactics at the minute. Hannibal's not stopped running since he's got on. He's running at
going
all
over the pitch. Yeah.
Jordan Henderson's going mad at Maguire. Maguire's like,
so we're fucking going mad.
This is why I think the rest of the season we should probably just play the youth guys, because even seeing this guy, he just looks like that spark.
Yeah.
What's the point now, ref? Just fucking get on with the game. It's in the 90th minute, pretty much. Just end the game.
Yeah.
No one's asked. It weren't even a bad foul. Sure. The one positive we could take from this, lads? At least it's not like the first leg 5-0. That's the only thing. The only
We've
thing
gotten
I'm
better. We've gotten better since last time. Just one goal less.
One goal better.
I mean,
they did put
that's the line they did put the ball in the net earlier, but it was offside, so it could have been a repeat.
Yeah. Well, we've still got 3 minutes left yet. Oh, it's just painful. I feel like no disrespect to Burnley in that, yeah, but I feel like with Burnley, yeah, I was just going to say at home then, but I feel like with Burnley, we've gone away to Anfield and we're like, right, let's just try not to get beat 7-0. That's what it feels like. Players jogging around. Like, imagine the away fans now in that end.
Yeah.
How they must be feeling watching this. No, you'll get a set once who always stay. Who always stay to the end, no matter, regardless whatever score it is. And I'm keen to see what the players do after the game. In behind again, Robertson. Dallow's got it off him. Done well to get out, to be in fairness.
This second half, I didn't even think it was possible, but Liverpool, in the first half, they even went back a gear, they did. They weren't, they're playing in like half a gear.
Oh, Robertson and Hannibal going at it.
Yeah.
He better watch, he's going to get sent off.
He's all the winding him up because he's a young player.
Sancho
on his own, going to get isolated.
Fight. But actually, he's looked really lively since he's come on.
He has, to be fair. I don't get why you won't play him now.
Yeah.
For me, it's got to the point where he's come on and he's looked better on the ball. He takes care of the ball.
He's looking better.
Linking up with Bruno, linking up with Sancho. Look, he's in space there.
Yeah.
And Matic does that. What are you doing? Fucking players are so frustrating. Salah's in behind now. 1-on-1, Mo Salah. Tackle from Wan-Bissaka. Could have had a hat-trick then.
Yeah.
Lindelof playing him on side. Oh, man.
The space that he was in.
Okay, that's it, innit? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, 93rd minute. Finish blow the whistle, please. 89th It's killing me watching Liverpool players laugh and that, smiling on the bench.
Yeah.
You cocky little fucks. Free header. Nearly an own goal.
Yeah.
Going out for a corner again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's done. It's done, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, that was a tough watch. Imagine doing that as your first watch along. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You're brave as well.
Yeah.
What do you say?
You're brave as well.
Imagine Shreyas staying up this late to watch that.
What time is it? Shreyas?
2:30.
2:30, yeah. See, this is what they don't see. They see the away fans in the pitch, which you probably won't clap off anyway, but they don't see the fans like yourself in India, in Australia, around the world, staying up, going in knackered in college or where is you've got in the morning. Maguire's clapping the fans now, and he's shaking his head, but he was at fault for a few of the goals, mate. So De Gea's shaking his head. He can't give an interview after this like he usually does and say like, "Oh, them players weren't good enough" or anything like that.
Yeah.
He was shit, absolutely shit. Shit, man. Can we say there's one player? The only one player who can hold his head high is Hannibal when he came on.
Yeah, Hannibal and I think Sancho maybe, but except that, I don't know. None of them.
Sam.
I don't think Ralph was going to the fans either.
Sam. Dare I ask you any question about it? Did we not predict this? Did we not predict this?
I think my prediction was 3-1. I think I was slightly too optimistic, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, you start to press Sam as the hat off and everything.
Yeah. I know, but you know when Sam's hat isn't on, he's fucking fuming.
It's out the fucking window.
Yeah.
I'm like smiling because I've just got this rage inside of me that I'm trying to suppress. It's just...
This might be a bit of a hard question to answer, but what annoyed you the most about that game?
Effort, mentality, quality, just tactically inept, just no sense of team unity or just all of it. Like, I can't think of a single thing that went right during that performance. Like, I can't think of a single thing. Bar Hannibal getting minutes and looking like he gives a shit.
Yeah.
And Sancho creating probably the only clear opportunity that we had all game, aside from the Rashford where he decided he's going to have Lukaku's touch. I can't. Honestly, I'm struggling.
I think if I'm Ten Hag looking at this now, I'm thinking is a few like Hannibal, maybe Bruno, Sancho. That's probably it.
Yeah.
I'm looking, honestly.
I don't know if you meant. I heard you on stream, but I heard you on mute a lot of the time. I don't know if you mentioned. I almost threw a cup at the wall with David De Gea's distribution. Honest to Christ.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I was going
what the
mad.
fuck was going on with that? How is he so bad? So bad.
And then you look at the difference with Alisson, the way he takes it under pressure.
He was taking the piss.
Yeah.
He was taking the piss. He was outside of his box doing little fucking turns and shit. Like, taking the absolute piss.
Bruno Fernandes was poor again. Poor. Didn't have any effect in that game whatsoever. Played the odd long ball.
I'm not watching this fist pumping from Klopp.
I've turned it off. I've fucked it off.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking...
Yeah. I'd ask us to break down that game, but is there any need really? We got slapped 4-0. We had chances where we got in behind, but did absolutely nothing with it. Marcus Rashford, I'm going to go back tomorrow. I'm going to make, like I said with the ref in the Champions League, I'm going to make a point of it to look at how many times he lost the ball. I'm going to clip it up, the amount of times he lost it, because that was frustrating. De Gea's distribution, frustrating. Dalot defensively was all over the place at times, did some good things, but mostly bad, outweighed it.
Yeah.
You had Wan-Bissaka, who was okay. He seems to do better at left back. I have no idea why, but he looked better at left back. Matic hasn't got the legs to keep up with the transition of Liverpool. Every time they got him on the break, he couldn't keep up with him at all. Bruno wasn't helping that aspect. Sometimes he'd get caught a bit further on because he naturally wants to play as a 10. But then he got withdrawn as soon as Pogba went off. Lingard like had the odd link up with Sancho and Rashford, but ultimately no end product again. I've already spoken on Rashford. Sancho looked okay when he came on, had the odd opportunity, but wasn't amazing, didn't exactly pull up trees. And Elanga was quiet again. That is my evaluation. I don't know if anyone disagrees or agrees with that, but that is my evaluation of that team. Someone go, please, before I lose it.
I don't know how you can put it any better. Like, it's just being a shit show. Complete shit show. Like, nothing. What went right? That's the question. You can say what went wrong, but what went right?
I'd love to know what Keno's saying now. Just talking, and I'll see if there's a few quotes coming out.
Yeah, can he go down to that dressing room and just throw a few slaps, or maybe hand Harry Maguire a certain document, or
a few tweets?
I'm sure there's a few interesting tweets. Yeah,
some of those players shouldn't be here next season. Roy Keane said it's so sad to see United. It's not the club I played for. It's not the United I remember. Now, when Roy Keane gets sentimental and a bit fucking touchy, that's when it's getting really, really deep.
Gary Neville said on commentary several times, United are a waste of space. There's nothing in this team that makes you think anything other than what happened today. I think he said it's rotten from top to bottom. There is nothing left of Manchester United of even like 10 years ago. There's nothing left. So...
Just showing Fulham's been promoted to the Premier League, apparently. I'll see another yo-yo club. He'll be back down again next season.
Who gives a shit?
Marcus Rashford looks like he's tired of playing football.
We're tired of him.
Yeah, is it just me? I feel like this game is 3 hours long. I've watched NFL games that went by faster. That's from Jay Daly. What a time to be alive. And then Gary Neville said on Hannibal as well, it takes a young kid to come on to show them how to sprint and put a challenge in. I'm actually proud of him.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was the only kind of bright. I don't get why he hasn't played more games. Why are you playing Lingard, who's disrespected the club numerous times since like December, flirting with West Ham? Why are you not playing Hannibal over him? Someone tell me.
Why is Garnacho not getting a start when Rashford puts shit in like that? When Rashford puts in a foul time, why is Garnacho not getting game time? How could he be worse? How could he be worse than that?
Let's stop the hype and be realistic. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diego Dalot are not Manchester United standard. Completely agree with that. Gary Neville, this Manchester United team is a waste of space.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the interview with Harry Maguire, have you? It's just popped up here when I looked up Man United on Twitter. I wouldn't be playing every game for Man United in the starting 11 if I've been playing bad every game or not playing well enough. There's a reason why both managers have put me in the starting 11 every game.
I think we went through this in the pre-match.
Yeah, we spoke about it pre-match. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. 9-0 is the biggest ever aggregate score difference between Liverpool and United in a single league season. Jesus. United sliced open like an episode of Grey's Anatomy. This is the point it gets to now. I'm just going to read out funny tweets because there's nothing to analyse. You can't analyse that crock of shit.
Honestly, if you see the 4 goals that Liverpool scored today, none of them were actually goals where you could say they've actually done something out of the box. It's just simple passes and quick play, and we just weren't able to match the pace. And with us, we had a couple of opportunities to actually score. I think if we could have actually made something out of those 2 to 3 chances, we could be looking at I don't know if I think we could have been looking at a potentially different game, at least not like this. I think Rashford has fallen off massively. I think in the first half, that chance he missed with his first touch. I mean, the way he's dropped off is shocking, because at the start of the season, everyone was hoping that Rashford is going to come in, he's going to be fit and he's going to hit the ground running, but that really hasn't been the case. I mean, Hannibal looked levels above him when he came on. He was all over the pitch. He was running around. He was making those tackles as well. Honestly, I mean...
Do you think since post-Fergie, this is the worst it's been?
Yeah.
Even under Louis van Gaal, where it was so boring that I was rather watch paint dry, we weren't getting slapped like this every week.
No, Van Gaal, they actually had positional play and were good on the ball. You had people like Carrick in the team.
We didn't score, but fucking hell, we didn't get absolutely battered every week. Same with Mourinho. Mourinho was fucking frustrating to as a manager. But again, didn't get slapped like this.
At least you got like the defensive sort of solid, like you were solid. I can't even speak. Solid defensively, yeah, solidity. Like even with this team now, it's so open. Another quote from Roy Keane: "There's no hiding place at this level. It's so sad watching this team." Oh God, I think it's such a tough job for this manager to come in now. It's so hard for him to come in and take
honest to God, if they don't give him free reign to get rid and buy players, it's going to be the same again next year. I guarantee it. There's nothing will fucking change.
Worst United side ever. It's another one.
It's worst one I can remember in my lifetime. Like since I've been watching United, like I've not seen a team play that badly in my lifetime. Like there was times when Fergie had like players like Bebe or Kleberson in the team, and they still played better than this crock of shite.
We're actually missing. I don't care what anyone says. We are missing McTominay and Fred. 100%, we are missing McTominay and Fred in that team. Matic was leggy as fuck. Pogba's leggy. I've said it so many times. I said it since the Newcastle game at the start of the season when St. Maximum and Almiron kept getting like on the transition. They kept getting in behind, and it's because of them. It's because they can't keep up with the pace, the tempo, especially when you play Liverpool at Anfield. They play at 100 mile an hour, and they can't deal with it.
The other thing you get with Fred and McTominay is like they put effort in. Like they try. Like none of that team tried. Like apart from Jaden and then Hannibal that came on, nobody else tried. No one was giving effort for that. Nobody was like pushing or chasing. Like the amount of times I saw where they could have pressed or they could have chased after the ball, and they just went and threw their hands up. Like every time, it was just fucking disgusting.
That's why I'm saying like Hannibal, Sancho, Fred, Varane. That's it. The players you can see like developing under Ten Hag. Like honestly, I can't see a way back for Harry Maguire. I thought it might be like depending on the system you play. If you play back five, then you might get away with it. But I cannot see him in an open style of play the way Ten Hag plays, because it's similar to Rangnick, but a bit more possession based. I can't see him playing well in that at all. I just cannot see. Even Rashford is on the ball. He isn't creative. He can't do the basics right. So why would Ten Hag you won't get a tune out of him?
Ten Hag has to buy he has to buy probably about 8 players, but what's the reality? He's probably gonna get about 3 or 4?
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah.
And he's lucky he'll be able to get 3 or 4 if he's lucky.
Yeah, like he'll probably get 3 or 4, and he'll get we know for sure Pogba, Lingard, Mata, Matic are out the door. So he's getting rid of 4 for sure, because they're leaving by their own means. And he probably needs to get rid of another 3 on top of that.
Yeah.
So that would mean if 4 players are leaving and then you get rid of 3, that's 7 players. So you probably need 8 or 9 to replace, or maybe 6, and then a couple of youth players as well on top of that. But he's only going to get 3 or 4 signings in the door in the summer. So by when the World Cup starts in like November, December this year, are we going to be any better off? Like, really? Are we going to be significantly better with a better team? Because half that team is still going to be here, if not more.
I mean, he definitely has to build this side from scratch, honestly, because there's no identity in this team. It's just 11 people on that pitch, and you could see it today as well. There was no coordination in our team. Even when we tried to press them, it never really looked like we had any impact, because they were just able to play out of it so easily. Even Allison, I mean, they were just playing with us for most of the game. In the second half, they weren't even trying for like at least the first 15 to 20 minutes. And when they did start to actually attack, they managed to score 2 goals again. So it's just shocking to see how, I think this is the worst we can actually go. We cannot really go any lower than this.
I've got the stats from the game. I'm going to read them out, and then we'll just do ratings very, very quickly, and then we'll wrap it up. So Liverpool had 14 shots. We had 2. They had 5 on target. We had 1. They had an XG of 1.87. We had an XG of 0.11. Touches in opposition box, they had 36. We had 9. Passing accuracy, they had 91, and we had 74%. It's shocking.
That's fucking disgusting, that, isn't it?
Possession, 72% to them, 28% to us. So with that being said, lads, let's get these ratings over and done with, and then we can head off to go try.
Can we just blanket all of them as like a 3 and then give
except
Sancho, give Sancho and Hannibal like
yeah.
I think it's going to get to that, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to do that,
I'll go through him, but honest to God.
Yeah, David De Gea, 5 for me.
4.
Absolutely.
4.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too nice there.
He would have been a 5 because the most of the goals weren't his fault, but his distribution was so fucking bad. So bad. Like he loses a point.
Off his line as well. Like he's not quick off his line at all. He just seems to like stand there and just be like just looking
even
about.
Off the corners or set pieces, I don't understand why he was trying to punch them out, because the moment Jordan Henderson was actually about to score from a volley.
Yeah, Sam, if possible, can we get these on a graphic? If we write something. Oh, not tonight, obviously tomorrow.
Yeah.
The ratings,
we can do that.
Or ratings.
Yeah, De Gea. So
will you make it? Yeah, say someone make a note of it.
Yeah, I'm on it. Diego Dallo, I'd give him 4. To be honest, shit.
4. Bad, awful. Didn't do much, and then he got switched to the left as well. Back to the right because he was so bad.
Harry Maguire.
4. Terrible.
I say a 4 for that last goal.
Lindelof.
Yeah,
4.
he was. Lindelof, 4 because didn't do much. Even his long passing, which is the one thing he's good at, he was so bad at as well. Like
Wan-Bissaka, I would give a 5. To be honest, I thought he was better than. I thought the first half. I actually thought he was all right at left back. I swear, I thought he was okay.
But I'd give him a 4.5 because he didn't really do much wrong, but he wasn't fantastic.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying a 5, just a little bit below average. But what are we saying, lads? You get the
I'm going to stick with 4 because in the first half he was absolutely shocking going forward. Absolutely shocking.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah, probably 4.5.
Okay, we'll go with a 4. Nemanja Matic.
Yeah, 4. Terrible. Lost his legs. No passing, no impetus, no none of the stuff that he's normally good at. Poor.
I give him a 3.
Shreyas.
Yeah, same 3.
3.
I mean, the way he started the game, it never really looked like he was at the races. He was exhausted from the first minute starting. I think if you compare it, I'm just watching Thiago give an interview on the screen now. If you compare him to Thiago, the way Thiago played, he was miles behind. Absolutely. And it's even more proof we need a young, modern, someone like a Chouamini in that team desperately, and a Ruben Neves, because you can actually get hold of the ball and keep it. Every time we got hold of the ball, we just give it straight back to him. And we could never kind of relinquish the pressure off us. So, yeah, we're going with a 3. I'll say 3.5 because me and Sam said 4. You two say 3. We'll give him 3.5. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give him a 3.5 as well. I thought it was awful.
Yeah, that might have been one of the worst games I've seen Bruno Fernandes play.
Yeah, I
second that. He was awful. And then at the end, he got petulant and stupid and was just doing stupid tackles and kicking off. Bruno. Like, why are you doing that, mate? We're 4-0 down. We don't need that shit. Don't need it.
You look at like a player that's come on for Liverpool there, James Milner, like the professional he is, looks after himself. He's like 36 years old, one of the fittest players in the Prem. The way he conducts himself, Bruno just isn't that maturity. He's got zero maturity, and young players are looking at him for guidance in the game, and he's being like that. It's just that's why
no composure either.
That's why I swayed off him being the captain, because his attitude stinks. Jesse Lingard, I'd say 4.
Is he on the pitch? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll say 4.
Literally, like we're getting him, and he's literally just for a shirt to fill at this point, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like what is he
I
doing?
said, Sam, I don't know if he was on the stream at the time. I said it. Why is Hannibal not getting game time over him?
Yeah. Why? I don't understand it.
If you're all about youth and Rangnick sees the potential, he obviously brought him on and that. Why is he not starting over Lingard, who's constantly disrespecting the club? I don't want to. It's not as if you're going to get a transfer fee for him in the summer, because he's going on a free anyway.
Yeah.
So just
if you drop in and don't play, what's he going to do? Complain? He's fucking gone in the summer. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Throw him in reserves.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Ilanga, 4.
4.5.
Four.
He tried, but the quality wasn't there.
I'll give it a 4.5. Are we happy with that, Shreyas? Adam?
I thought his finishing wasn't there tonight. He
Yeah.
had that opportunity. It was actually onside. If he scores that, it's a different game.
Yeah,
he looked knackered as well. To be fair to the lad, like he looked like he's played. He looked like he's played too many games. Like he just looks like he's.
Yeah,
he's
I think if you look at distance covered, I don't think we'll be that far behind them. I thought with the effort was there with certain players, but the quality was so bad.
The last the last touch and the finishing was just.
I'd do Pogba, but Pogba wasn't on long enough.
Can he fuck off out of my club already, please? Just get him out.
In fairness, he got injured. I don't think it was.
I don't give a shit. He's done. I'm fucking had enough of Pogba. Just get him out.
Lingard's in the same bracket.
Him as well. Yeah, him as well. Fuck off.
Ilanga. Who else? Who was on before? Sancho came on.
Rashford.
It's Rashford. But who else is there?
Rashford.
One more player.
There was only two up front.
Yeah, there was two up front in the first half.
Right, because I've got De Gea, Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof,
Jones, Phil Jones.
He was on for an half, wasn't he? And he got taken off.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just give Phil Jones a 4 then, because it's just one of them. Ilanga 4.5, and then this is the big one, the big juicy one, Marcus Rashford.
3.
I'm giving him a 2.
He was 3.
Yeah.
He was just the 2 opportunities he had, and he fucked them completely.
Possession, the amount of time to give it away, his first touch, shocking. Everything you want in a striker was everything the opposite he did for me. So I'll give him a 2. Shreyas, you're saying 2?
Yeah, 2.
I mean,
the way
3.
he was losing the ball every single time, and the kind of short passes that he was playing, misplacing every single pass that he played.
So no one's got over a 5 there.
Are we doing Sancho?
Sancho.
Yeah, it could do
probably
Sancho.
A 5.
I'd give him a 5.5 because at least he made something happen. Like in the second half,
I'd say 5. I thought it was okay. He had a few bright sparks, but Sancho 5. I'll give Hannibal a 5 just because he looked bright when he came on.
Yeah.
And that's it. So I've sent them over. We'll get a graphic sorted for you guys on that one. But yeah, let's just end it on a positive if we can. Obviously, I know we've just been slapped off Liverpool. It's horrible, and we're all clearly depressed by the looks on our faces. But we've got much more content coming this week. We've got Arsenal that we've got to play on Saturday, which we'll have. Obviously, I think it's Saturday. Let me just double check. It's Saturday.
I think it is Saturday.
Definitely is.
I'm 99% sure.
Let me have a look. Yeah.
So we have Chelsea on Thursday.
So we'll be live on Saturday. We'll have obviously on Friday will be the preview for it and the press conference. We'll have Statman on Thursday, and then the brand new show tomorrow where you lot have sent your clips in, talking about Manchester United, like a 30-second minute clip, and then us guys on here will discuss it live on the show, and that's tomorrow. So yeah, if there's any positive to look at, it's the fact we've got more content coming from us lads, and I'm sure we'll be in a much better mood tomorrow after we've digested this. Hopefully, we'll see.
Have a drink.
Yeah. I just want to thank you all for your time, Shreyas. Thank you for joining me along on the watch.
Can we also can we thank Nick and Shreyas for doing that watch along? Because my God, I didn't want to do that shit after that. After the first 5 minutes, I was like, thank fuck, I'm not on this watch along because
it's
props to you lads because fucking hell, that was horrible.
Yeah. And just for anyone, Shreyas, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning over there in India. Yeah. And he's probably got to get up for college. So this is what you're doing to fans overseas, as we saw on the rehab video.
I just think the poor lad has to get now bullied tomorrow by all these Liverpool friends.
Liverpool fans. Yeah,
I'm getting shit in a text group from a Villa and a West Ham fan. Like I'm just getting absolute shite for it.
I've not even looked at my phone apart from Twitter to get them. I've not looked at my phone, so I don't even want to see it. Just one last thing to say before we go. My mate texted me before the game and he said, I'm not going to say who it is, but I think he put like 50 quid on Liverpool to score more than 3 goals, have more than 5 corners and something else. So that's definitely coming through. I think it was like a 400 quid return or something. So yeah, that's how predictable United are at the minute. We all expected this. Yeah. It's not the result we wanted, of course. I'd say we go again, but I'll leave that to the players at United to put out on Twitter.
Yeah.
As per.
But the usual apology bullshit.
Yeah.